Hello, beautiful movie peeps, and welcome to another Friday live stream. 3C Films is gone, baby. If you saw the spoiler review for Joker 2, you know had to get rid of that clown. You're stuck with me. I will be your host for this Friday live stream. Not 3C, but the Jerker. That's right, not Joker, not Junkler, the Jerker. Oh, my special power? I have a pair of dice, and with this dice, I determine your faith. Oh, do not get trapped by the Jerker. You don't want to catch him on a bad night. Oh, hello, my beautiful movie peeps. It is so nice to see y'all's faces here. I'm hoping you're having a great start to October. Everything's going lovely. And I'm sorry if you were someone who watched Joker 2. And man, I wish I could have got my money back for that. But what we're going to be doing here for you guys. Oh, you don't like the Jerker. It's a great name. Joker was already copyrighted. Junkler is being taken as we speak. The Jerker was the only name left, and I had to make do with what I had, guys. I had to make do with what I had. All right, but some of the things we're going to be discussing here on this Friday live stream is I'm going to be looking at the trailer for a new slasher coming out to Netflix that I was really looking forward to till I saw that trailer. Live action Rugrats got announced this week. I didn't have time to talk about it on a side flick, so we'll be talking about it now. We got an update on the Mario movie. Something kind of interesting going down with the sequel. FNAF 2, a lot of updates. Matthew Lillard, Josh Hutcherson, they're both starting to let us know. And apparently the movie's like already beginning filming. It's supposed to start filming in October. So we'll be talking about some FNAF 2 updates. Looking at the horror movies releasing this month, man. It's kind of depressing that 90% of the movies are straight to streaming. Maybe that's on the bright side for a lot of people because you don't have to leave your house. And well, we're also going to be talking about people's reaction to Joker 2. I won't get into spoilers. I'll keep it spoiler free. I have the spoiler review up, but it's still just talking about how mostly everybody coming out of that is not loving the movie. So we'll get into all that here, but it's just nice to see y'all's faces, man. Got the crazy makeup. I'm not gonna lie. I've had this on for hours. I'm starting to sweat and my eyes are burning. So I might actually go mad during this live stream. You don't know. A diddler. Now that's a guy you don't want to let out of Arkham. That's a guy you don't want to let. Who inspired you, Joker? The good old 3C. That crazy clown. The Jerker is here. Just nice. I just want to see my eye. That's literally how my eyes are burning. It's like the clown makeup is sweating and it's getting into my eyes, and I'm like, oh, I can see. I can see. Bro's the Giggler. Oh, I should have gone. That's a better name. Whoever just said that, it passed by. I like that name. I should have gone with the Giggler. Wash it off, bro. No. For your entertainment, I'm not washing this off. I'm going to become the clown because someone needs a real Joker in their lives. All right. So, let's just start diving into it here. Okay, guys. So, there's a movie I've been looking forward to for a long time. Now, it's called Time Cut. And it comes out on Netflix. Let's see, October 30th looks like when it's going to hit Netflix. And the reason I've been looking forward to this movie is because it's a slasher. When this movie was first announced, it was described as Scream meets Back to the Future. If you know anything about me, the Jerker, roll my dice real quick. The odds say I love both those movies. So when I heard they were making that, I was like, okay, bring it to me. And it's being written by the guy who did Freaky, a slasher comedy I like, and I believe what was another movie, the Happy Death Day franchise. I was like, okay, could be something cool. And then we finally got the trailer, and oh man, it's not beating these allegations. There was a lot of talk that the movie would be too similar to another movie that released earlier this year. Not was it earlier this year? Or was it last year? Called Totally Killer. You guys might remember this one went straight to Amazon Video. It was produced by Blumhouse. I had an okay time with it. You know, it had a killer that had a rizzed up face, like literally Johnny Bravo looking mask. And the first 15 minutes I loved. Like it that's what Laurie Strode versus Michael Myers should have been. If you haven't seen this movie, look up the first fight scene between this guy and the mom at the beginning. I'm like, dude, this is kind of what I wanted out of Laurie Strode versus Michael Myers. It was a really great sequence, and the rest of the movie kind of teeters off for me, and it's not that enjoyable. It's like a 6 out of 10 for me. But either way, looking at this trailer, the comparisons are extremely strong, and people are not going to give this movie a chance. Now, to its defense, Time Cut actually filmed an entire year before Totally Killer. So, although they have the same premise of a girl who goes back in time to stop a killer that ruined her life, and that's the same premise that we got going on, this movie was made first. It just didn't get released first. But man, that isn't even the biggest problem it has going for it. When I am always excited for a slasher because I want to see what costume are they going with. What's this new look? I'm always dying for the next big slasher look. And oh baby, they here we go. This is the costume they decided to go with for this time traveling slasher. All right, here we. Guys, Amazon, you little sneaks. You either knew what this movie was going to look like, you heard about it, somebody was a double agent working for Netflix, and they just took the idea. Dude, it looks exactly the same. Well, not exactly the same mask. This guy has a little bit more riz to him. You can see his teeth, but dude, that's an identical kind of looking mask. The blonde hair, the basic white face. Dude at least got an earring, man. I was like, what the heck? And again, that's the thing that's going to suck. Most people are going to see Time Cut and go, oh, they just copied Totally Killer. What a copycat. When Time Cut was made first, it's just crazy. Totally Killer ended up going with the same costume. Now, they're doing another thing I hate that slashers do, guys. They are doing the thing where they just give us a random mask and a black hoodie. I don't know why this is the trend for slasher movies nowadays. The Happy Death Day franchise was guilty of it too. Okay, when you got the baby killer in there, whatever, same thing. Random mask and a black hoodie. Okay, you name me any other slasher that came out in the past couple of years, that's what the villain looks like. Random mask, black hoodie. It is so lame. What happened to the days of creating something cool? A movie I didn't like, but I thought the slasher looked awesome was trying to think the name of the movie. It was Wonderful Knife, I think is what it's A Wonderful Knife. That slasher, that was a cool look. An all white gown, had this cool looking mask. Movie was not that great, but that's a cool costume. Like, okay, finally a slasher that actually did something different. Instead of wearing all black, they went all white like that. Okay, don't take it out of context. I don't want walking around in all white hoods, all right? I'm not that kind of jerker. So, but, oh man. And then even aside from that, the trailer didn't get me that hyped, man. It felt kind of tame. It didn't have the energy I was hoping for. It didn't feel that much fun. Didn't look like all the kills look all that exciting. I do like that. I think in Totally Killer, they go back to the 80s, like the late 80s. And this movie goes back to the year 2003. And I'm like, okay, that's different. Not a lot of movies are going back to the early 2000s. And that is when a lot of slasher movies I grew up watching. So I'm going to give it a chance. It's coming straight to Netflix. So, I mean, not going to hurt me to watch it. I'm still looking forward to it. But, dude, I was kind of hoping for more. And it's not going to be great that a lot of people are already going against this movie because of how similar it looks to Totally Killer. So, there we go. That's a movie. I just wanted to bring it to your guys' attentions and let you know. But we'll see. We'll see if it turns out good. We have so many other horror movies coming out this October, which we'll talk about. All right, moving on to our next topic here. Something that got revealed that I can't believe is actually happening. The Rugrats are back, baby. It got announced this week, 2 days ago to be exact, that we are going to be getting a live-action hybrid Rugrats movie in the works from Paramount and Pitch Perfect director Jason Moore. Now, if you guys don't know, this is a movie that's actually been in the works for a long time. Like, I think I talked about it on the channel. Let's see what happens if I look up Rugrats and 3C Films. Rugrats 3C. I like for real. This movie has been trying to get made for years. Okay, 3 years ago I talked to, well, no, that was that. There was something. Okay, here. It was 5 years ago. It was gonna be part of Disney. Oh no, non-Disney. I talked. Sorry, Jesus, I got stuck. I'm stuck. Let me get out. Great. Oh, there we go. My screen froze. Okay, I did it in this video, and yeah, it was one of the movies that was being worked on. It was coming, and then it just didn't happen. It was 5 years ago, and now it's been resurrected and back to life. Now, the interesting thing about this is they do mention. Let's see if I can find the exact part. Is that the babies will be CGI in the movie? Of course, they're not going to get real babies because that would be a nightmare to work with, and it would also not allow them a lot of time because there's a lot of rules about kids and minors on how long they can work on sets. But dude, I don't know how many like CGI baby. Let me look up CGI babies. Please don't. Nothing bad has to come up. We have not gotten a lot of great CGI babies. There was the one in Twilight, which I think this one was actually an animatronic. It wasn't even a CGI. They actually built an animatronic baby. That looks decent. I always go back to the baby in the freaking Son of the Mask baby. That was peak CGI baby. Let me tell you, this kid right here. Hello, my honey. Hello, my baby. Hello, my ragtime gal. Baby, oh my God. Looking back on it, that's kind of horrifying. This is what we can expect. Obviously, the technology has changed and things are different. I also, yes, I like Son of the Mask. I grew up on that. Would I have liked it to been Jim Carrey? Of course. But I thought Jamie Kennedy did a fun enough job. I don't hate Son of the Mask, okay? Where are my Son of the Mask fans at? Some people already L movie. Yeah. So this is like the only time I remember this CGI baby being heavily used throughout the movie. And as a kid, I didn't mind it. I thought it was fine. I'm trying to look for where the part is. Just a dog being tortured by the dang baby. Here we have him. He's about to get attacked by the doggy. So I don't know, man. I have a soft spot for Rugrats. I remember growing up on the show, and I had a lot of fun memories. I also remember playing the PlayStation 1 game of Rugrats, and I also partook in watching the spin-off series where they were all grown up. The Rugrats, they're literally called All Grown Up, and they were like in high school and whatnot. I think it's fun. I don't know if this will do well. It's gonna be an ugly Sonic situation where we're all gonna look at those babies a little weird. I wonder if they're gonna have exaggerated features, if they're even gonna blend into reality. I don't think this is a great idea, but because it's my childhood, I enjoyed the show. Bring it on. Give me CGI baby Rugrats. How bad could it possibly be? And there's always a chance they cancel this movie like they did last time. Because, like I said, 5 years ago, I was talking about this movie, got canceled, and now it's back to life, my guy. Back to life. So, Rugrats. Let me see what the peeps are saying. A lot of y'all bringing up The Flash. The Flash did have CGI babies. Look up the microwave scene. The Flash babies. That sequence was wild, man. I still can't believe they thought this was a good idea. I like The Flash. I'm not a hater of it. But, dude, who were the people sitting there going, I want to create a scene where about 20 babies are on the verge of death, all CGI, and The Flash will save them by putting them in a microwave. Oh, the jerker, you've done it again. What wild man. Let's give this man all the money. Look at this. He's moving. This was a wild thing to do. Andy Muschietti, what are you going to do with Batman Brave and the Bold? I cannot wait to see what happens with that. He's taking the baby out of the microwave. I thought it was so funny when the movie came out and people reversed the shot, making it look like the Flash was putting him in the actual microwave. And there was people that seriously believed it. Oh, good times, man. Good times that it was. So the Flash is the prelude to Rugrats. It's going to be peak, guys. You just wait and see. I can't wait. That's going to be a good video. Our first look at the babies in Rugrats. I can already see the views churning in. Okay, let's move on to our next story here. Mario movie 2. So the Mario movie, we haven't been talking about this in a while, but they are working on a sequel. It's still unclear because they do have a release date. Let me see what the release date is. Mario movie 2. It's still unclear this release date. Is it for the second Mario movie or is it for a Mario movie spin-off? Because they didn't make that clear. April 3rd, 2026. Wow, we got some time to wait. But a full 3 years after the release. They just said it's a movie in the Mario world. So it's like, okay, is it a Donkey Kong spin-off? Is it actually just the sequel? Is it a Yoshi movie? What's going on in there, right? Well, we recently got some comments from someone involved with the movie, and they let us know some of the characters that we can expect to see in the film, or at least tease the type of characters we get to see. Let me see if I can find the correct article here. So, the Super Mario Movie 2 new characters and location teased by Star. So I think it was Keegan-Michael Key is the guy who voices Toad and was also the voice of Bumblebee in the new Transformers movie, which go check out Transformers 1 instead of Joker. But lovely, funny dude. I think he's hilarious. He was given an interview talking about it, and he said this. One thing I can say about the second movie is a little bit broader in scope, and where it takes place is very intriguing lore, and the Mario world, they're going to find some really fascinating Easter eggs, and it's going to be very exciting so far. I feel like what they've done creatively is they're really widening out the universe that these characters live in, and we're going to meet some new folks. We're going to meet some new folks that are old favorites and some folks that I think are really deep cuts. But because of the way the story is laying itself out right now, those characters are going to be very intriguing. Okay, so a couple of things with this. I think Keegan-Michael Key letting us know that he knows this much about the movie and what's going on, and since he was the voice of Toad in the film, well, Toad is obviously going to be involved in the movie. I mean, if Keegan knows it, so it lets me know this is going to be more of a traditional Super Mario 2 movie, and we're following Mario once again. Now, he's saying we're going to meet old and new characters. Now, when I'm thinking of like old, it's obviously returning Princess Peach, Luigi, and all that kind of stuff. Now, the new people and the deep cuts, this is where I want to start the speculation. I don't know, guys. I think it's time to bring in Wario and Waluigi into the game. Into the movie, I should say. I think they should really be introduced as sort of like the anti-version of the brothers and be sort of a villainy role. I think that could work out well and be a lot of fun. That's what I would like to see. When he talks about deep cuts, because I don't think Wario and Waluigi are deep cuts. There's two options. One, it could be Daisy. I feel like that's a daisy flower. One, I think Daisy, because I don't think he thinks of that person as very traditional, because most of us know Princess Peach. But Luigi's got to get his love on, right? We got to let Luigi be a little happy. Now, some people were saying Rosalia from Mario Galaxy, and that would be the awesomest way to go with the sequels, is leading up to Mario Galaxy. Have that be the third movie, because, dude, freaking love Mario Galaxy, and just envisioning that going to planets and different universes, that could be really awesome. So maybe she's introduced at the end of the movie or something like that. If not, it's Rosalina. Sorry, I said other than that, I don't know what other deep cuts it could be like, unless we get like, let me just look up obscure Mario characters. I mean, there was already some pretty obscure characters in the first movie, like that one guy who was the Mario's boss. It's probably just gonna bring up Bowser, but Mario's boss when he's a plumber. I don't know. This guy. That was a deep cut character. Foreman Spike. That was literally a guy that's like only in a few games, like Wrecking Crew. Like that was not a very popular, widely known character. That was a deep cut. So they could be digging in deeper into some really unknown random characters into the Mario world. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know so I could look them up. Toadette could be interesting. Diddy Kong was already in the movie. I don't know if like just giving him a speaking role would be cool. Diddy Kong Mario movie. Like I'd love him to have more of a role, but he was already in the film. He's in the stance in the background there, and he's cheering on Donkey Kong. So it's like he's already part of the film. I'm trying to think of like who else would be such a wild deep cut that they wouldn't know. Did you say Diddy? Not that Diddy, guys. Come on now. Everybody hears Diddy and they all get scared. Isn't that what we doing? uh, Paulina. Well, they had Paulina in the first movie, did they not? Where she was the mayor of New Dunk City or whatever that's called. Koopalinas. Who the heck is Koopalinas? Koopalinas. I'm just looking up random characters. Oh, Koopalinas. Okay, these little guys. Yeah, that could be something. I wouldn't mind a Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr. would be kind of cool. Don't know if he's a deep cut though. I think he's Birdo. Who the heck is Birdo? I've never heard of that. Birdo Mario. Oh, oh, and they're woke. I approve. The jerker approves. Bring her in or him. They. I don't know. But bring them in. I approve. Let's do it. Koopalinas Lanky Kong? I'm trying to think of who it is. Lanky Kong. Didn't that already show up in the Lanky Kong? Oh, this dude. What the heck? Why would we want Lanky Kong? Dude, those arms. You just find the most randomest things sometimes. Lanky Kong, sure. Bring in Lanky Kong and have his lanky arms save the day. I'm going to bring up like two more and then we'll move. Scar King. No, wrong franchise, buddy. Wrong. Funky Kong. Chunky Kong. Okay, I'll look up Chunky Kong. Chunky Kong. Oh, now that's a Chad. Oh, he was in the movie already. Chunky Kong was there. Oh, Baby Mario. That'd be kind of interesting. That would be good for sales. Chief Pee. Okay, you're lying to me. There's no way there's someone named Chef Pee in the friend. Is there actually a Chef Pee in Mario? You're lying. What? Okay. This is where the trolling begins. All right, we are done with this segment. Good stuff. We'll see what deep cut characters they bring in to the Mario movie. I'm sure Chef Pee is going to get a huge payday. All right. Let's talk about some FNAF 2. So, obviously we're all anticipating Five Nights at Freddy's 2, or at least some of us are. I know there's some people that didn't love the first movie and don't really care about the second one, but I'm curious. I want to see if they can expand and do something good with it, and especially with all the animatronics that they're building, it sounds like fun. And well, October is supposed to be the month where they start filming Five Nights at Freddy's 2, so pretty soon we'll be getting set photos, more details, and well, right now Josh Hutcherson and Matthew Lillard dropped some bombshell of details about the movie. Let me go to good old Johnny Blocks, who's always on top of the FNAF news. Follow him if you guys haven't already. And well, let's just begin here. This is what Josh Hutcherson had to say about the second movie, so let's read into it. He said, "It's much bigger. The stakes are higher. There are more animatronics being brought in, different animatronics being brought in, and the world just opens up in a big way. I think the fans are going to flip for it. It's going to be a lot of fun with the source. It's going to be scarier too, actually." Okay, so let's start off with there. There's still so much more that they reveal, and Matthew Lillard has some stuff to say too, but okay. That we keep hearing about this. This is like the third time now that they're saying the sequel is going to be scarier than the first movie. Lord, please almighty, let's do that. I don't think there was a lot of scary stuff in that first movie. A lot of it was kind of not childish, but a little like goofy, building the forts and stuff. Although I know that's fully in character for the animatronics. I don't think it's what general audiences were expecting when they thought these animatronics were killer robots, that they would be building a fort. So the fact that they're going to lean into scarier stuff, I think that's awesome. Hopefully that's more when it comes to the Yellow Rabbit of the FNAF movie, which of course we're talking about William Afton, because that's when it actually got scary. Those like 5 minutes of like him in the suit moving about and laughing and kicking people. Like, dude, we need more Yellow Rabbit sequences. So that's what I'm hoping for. But he also talks about there's going to be more animatronics, and we know that's definitely coming, because when we were looking at some of the behind the scenes, let me see, FNAF 2 set photos, I guess is what we would have to call it. They were teasing them all last month, I guess, for the anniversary of Five Nights at Freddy's. And yeah, we're going to have animatronics like Mangle, which is like this Freddy head looking with like all these different arms. That's going to be a crazy one to see come to life. We're going to have withered animatronics. So let me look up FNAF 2. Withered animatronics. My Google will correct me. And those are going to be the scariest looking dudes. Like these guys are going to be popping up in the movie because we've been seeing the behind the scenes of them being worked on. So we're going to have these versions of the animatronics in the film. So that's already a couple of them. And then we're going to have the toy animatronics pop up. And that's another, that's literally going to be about like what, 10? Maybe more, 12 animatronics thrown into the movie. I'm kind of more curious for how these guys are going to look. If they're going to have that plasticky sheen to it, or they're going to have some fur attached. It's going to be awesome that there's that many. And here's the Mangle animatronic I was talking about, and the puppet, and Balloon Boy coming back, and Chica being in there. Don't let the jerker around her, I'll tell you that. But that sounds all cool. Let's see if they keep that promise about it being scarier. I'd like to think so, but then there's other things they say that make me go, how scary are you really going to make it? Then he continues on here about him returning after Five Nights at Freddy's 2. And Josh Hutcherson says, you never know. I mean, I love working in this world. Emma Tammy, our director, is phenomenal. And with my character, Mike, I think the possibilities are endless. This could have a very potential long run, and it could be a lot of fun. But at this point, we're focusing on the second movie. We'll see what comes after that. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If the money for the second movie is close to as successful as the first movie, we're not getting 3 films. Blumhouse is gonna milk this puppy and try to get 5, 6 movies out of it. And hey, if they're good, bring it on. If they continue to be kind of and half good, half not, then I don't know if I want it. But Mike Hutcherson, I just said Mike Hutcherson, Josh Hutcherson being part of it. Yeah, keep him on. He's a great face to have. People love him. I enjoy him. I know Mike's stories in the game doesn't go that far, and it has like an end point to it. And like at some point, he's like a freaking zombie walking around. You don't have to go that far with it, but I think having him as a general protagonist throughout the series could be really good. So yeah, he's for sure going to be part of the third movie. When they go to 4 and 5, it'd be great to still have him be along for the ride, but we'll see. So he's like, yeah, after the second one, I could maybe come back. I think he's definitely, but that's just playing coy about whether he'll do more. And yeah, there's also prequels. You're right. You know, the prequels confirmed. I don't know if they're confirmed, but they could do prequels. Like I would love to see a prequel of William Afton just opening the restaurant, putting on the yellow rabbit suit for the first time, and taking his first little victims. That could be very creepy to see. So there was that. Then I believe the next comments were made by Matthew Lillard. This is where he talks about the second movie. He says here, I think the filmmakers have done a great job of learning from the first movie of what fans want, and I think they're giving a lot more of that. It's going to be more exciting, and I think it's going to have more action. Oh, that's good to know. It's going to have a lot of character development stuff. It's hard to kiss around it. I think the story ends, and this movie ends in a really exciting way. Oh, I actually hadn't read that comment from him yet. So, all right, already teasing the satisfying ending of this movie and the way it's probably continuing to set up where the third movie goes. So this will probably be the Empire Strikes Back of the FNAF universe. And you know, bring it on, baby. That sounds fun. And you know, with Josh Hutcherson teasing, I don't know if I'll be back for the second movie. Would not be surprised if it's a mystery if he dies or lives by the end of this film. Maybe they'd play into something like that. But okay, it's good to know, he says, they listen to the fans. They know what they liked about the first one, and we're going to give them more in that second movie. So he also talks about more action. I do think that's something that was lacking in the first movie. It felt a little slow paced. I think it's hard on rewatch because not a lot of things kind of happen in between a lot of the scare moments, you know? So having more of that thrown in there, I like that. More character development. Yes, baby. Definitely need that on William Afton's part because guy just shows up in the beginning and then he shows up at the end. I would like there to be more development on William Afton's part and probably the other characters as well. But yeah, he's saying here it's hard to kiss around it. I think the story ends and this movie ends in a really exciting way. Woo-hoo-hoo. So that's fun. Let's see. You know, I don't want to get all our hopes up. But then here's the last thing he says that I was like, okay then. Well, taming my expectations for now, but I'm not really surprised. Oh no, it's not this comment. There's still one more. Okay. He talks about the shooting of the movie, saying, "I'm really thrilled. I think the script's fantastic. The whole cast is great, and I think we're really excited to come back. I think we learned a lot in the first movie. I think the second film is going to sort of benefit from those things. We're all excited about where this movie is headed." The other thing he said, which let me see if I can bring it up. Let me see. Matthew Lillard. He confirms that don't expect the movie to change its rating for the next movie. Let's see here if I can find the exact quote. Yep. It was said here, he said it in a Fangoria article. Matthew Lillard says, one thing the actor confirmed was that, like the first film, the sequel would be PG-13 rather than a hard R rating. Yeah, guys, after the first movie made all that kind of money and it was still released on streaming the same day, ain't no way you guys were ever going to get an R rating of this movie. We knew it would always be PG-13, and I always felt bad for the fans that held out hope and were like, Chris, no, it's going to be like the Megan movie where they released it PG-13 in theaters, but then we got the R-rated cut on Peacock. Well, the cock came and went, and you never got that R-rated cut of the first FNAF movie, did you? I don't think they're going to do that this time and waste the time of doing that. So it's still going to be PG-13. I'm fine with it if they play more into like pushing the boundaries. There's other PG-13 movies that have been released. Like I think about, not a great movie, I will admit, but this is one that recently came out that I don't know if you guys saw, Tarot. It was about, the horoscope cards that kill you. It's PG-13, but I think the kills in this movie for PG-13 are actually pretty nice. There's like one scene involving a character that gets like crushed by a ladder, and you just see off screen the ladder repeatedly blood splatter. Like there's enough sound effects and left enough to the imagination where the kill is actually leaving something. There's another scene in this movie where a character is like being cut in half through a magic trick, and that also not showing a lot of blood and guts, but through sound effects and acting of the performers, it gives off a scary vibe. So there's a lot they can do with these PG-13 kills. I just need them to push those limits and not, just kind of be a lot of off-screen stuff or characters yelling from afar, because that's always kind of annoying, right? So, yeah, no PG, no rated R. But, FNAF 2, it's happening. It's coming to us. Again, I'm curious if they're going to live up to it being scarier than the first and how many fans return. What was the box office again of the first movie? FNAF 1 box office. It made that's pretty good. $297 million on a $25 million budget. That's a great return on their investment. I'd like to know if they can come close to that, if they hit 200 million again, or if they're going to land somewhere more in the 150 range. Because there's a lot of people who were vocal about not loving this movie. Let me see what's like the audience score on this one. And we all voiced our concerns there. Okay, 86. Enough people enjoyed that. And 86% is higher than I thought. I thought it'd be more like in the 70 or something like that range. Stuff reviews like this. If you know the lore of the games, it's probably quite good. I'm not a gamer at all and found this film a muddled mess. Absolute crap. The soundtrack is the only redeeming feature. Dude, that soundtrack, the score was awesome. Dude, that was a great score, but I think a lot of people felt that way. If you didn't know the lore and the stuff from the games, you were a little bit lost. So hopefully it can find a nice happy medium. But hey, this is what we got for FNAF 2. I'm still looking forward to it. We'll see if we get any set photos and looks of these animatronics. It's October, so Mr. Blum, Papa Blum, drop us some stuff. We waiting on that. All right, then. Let's move on here. $1 billion is imminent. Yeah, maybe that is imminent. All right, let's move on now to talk about some horror releases. So, October is here, baby. Spook your mama time. And while there's going to be a lot of horror movies we talk about this month, I still got to do the Mickey Mouse video this weekend. That's when I'm planning to do it. I thought we'd look at like some of the movies being released this month and seeing what we think be good, will be worth it. There's some in there, but like the funniest thing to me is most of the movies are coming straight to streaming. Which I guess is fun if you don't want to leave your house, but I'm like, dang, there's really not that many exciting movies being released in theaters. So Bloody Disgusting, who I like to go to a lot, they do a lot of great stuff in the articles. They have here kind of wrapped up our list. So let's look at some stuff. One thing right away, letting you know the awesome month we have to look forward to, Krakoon. I can't say the full name, but I think I could say crack. Crackoon. All right. This is literally a movie about a raccoon that do crack. And then he go crazy. The image speaks for itself. This already came out October 1st on Screenbox. It's part of that series where the animals just do crazy stuff and then come at you. Not gonna be for me, but maybe it's for you. The Curse Necklace. This is on VOD. Okay. Supernatural. An antique necklace becomes a conduit for tormented souls of an evil boy. Okay. Seems basic. Came out October 1st. House of Spoils. This is one I did not hear great things about. This is supposed to be it's on Prime Video. It just came out October 3rd. It's supposed to be about a girl who's trying to be a chef, but there's also an evil entity in her restaurant trying to stop her. This is what we got to work with so far. I'm not loving what we're working with here, guys. Okay, Hold Your Breath. Okay, and this COVID movie. What is this? This one says this film takes place amid the horrific dust storm of the 1930s Oklahoma, watching as a woman is conceived that a sinister presence is threatening her family. Another supernatural entity. I kind of do like the idea though, because that means you're trapped in one location. That always makes it for an interesting situation. So it's the Dust Bowl. You can't go outside because the dust will get in your lungs and I guess kill you. So it's either lung of dust or fight the ghost. I'm taking the ghost. Salem's Lot. Okay, now I'm going to talk about this one more this weekend because I'm going to do my video where I talk about a lot of horror movies I missed in 2024, and there'll be a lot of movies that I'm going to recommend and some I don't. And last night I did sit down to watch Salem's Lot. I'm not going to give my full review here. You'll have to wait for that video, but I've seen a lot of people who love this movie, man. I'm seeing a lot of people that were like, it was great, it was fun, it was entertaining. All I'll say is, after years of going back and forth on whether this movie will be coming to streaming theaters, because this film was filmed back in before COVID, I think. It has the boy from The Boys. Let's see, Homelander kid. This kid, he's in the movie. And this kid is like 4 years old in the movie. That lets you know how long ago this film was, man. I saw the kid in the movie and I was like, oh, they really did film this movie a long time ago. This boy's so young. There were things I liked about it. Honestly, the best way I can wrap it up and tell it to you, it felt like a slightly more mature episode of Goosebumps. For good and for worse. More details on that review. But Salem's Lot, hey, it's finally out now on Max. Check it out if you're looking forward to it. I'm curious if any of you guys ended up liking that. But yeah. The last movie by Shelley Duvall. She passed away this year. A lot of us know her as the wife in The Shining. Forest Hills, October 4th. Honestly, doesn't look like a movie I'd be into. But hey, respect to Shelley Duvall, right? Respect to Shelley Duvall. Okay. Next up, we got a movie called Spin the Bottle. Oh, it has Justin Long. Already got me interested. Let's see the premise of this movie. October 4th on VOD. When a group of friends play Spin the Bottle in a house marked by a brutal massacre, they unknowingly unleash an evil spirit that start dying in terrifying ways. You know what? I like the sound of that. Is there a trailer for this? Let's look and see if there's like a small trailer for, what was it called? Spin the Bottle with Justin Long. I'd spin the bottle with Justin Long. Yeah, I said it. What you gonna do about it? There is a bit of a trailer. I don't know if I'll get copy striked for it, but okay, it's a little low budget. I'll give them that. Well, okay, are they Tatas? I can't show Tatas on the channel. Okay. I'm just happy for Justin Long. I'm sorry, I can't play it out because it might be copy striked. But okay, ladies kissing, boy and girls kissing. Bottle spinning, that was a good effect. I'm thinking I'm going to have to pass on this one. I love you, Justin Long, but... We see why it went to VOD. We see why it went to VOD. We're moving on with the next one on there. All right, let's move on. Monster Summer. Oh, okay. This one, is when a mysterious force begins to disrupt their big summer fun, Noah and his friends team up with a retired police detective to embark on a monstrous adventure to save their island. This one actually goes to theaters. Okay, what was it called again? Monster Summer. Monster Summer. I remember it had a kind of cool looking poster. Oh, Mel Gibson is in it. That's fun. That's sweet. That's nice. Lets me know what I need to know. These posters. Okay, that could be somewhat entertaining. Hmm. I don't know. Not really making me want to go. I'll tell you that right now. Uh, okay, we got Little Bites, which don't bother. This one was at Fantastic Fest, and everyone who saw it did not enjoy it, but I'll still read to you the premise of it. The film follows a young widow and a mother who desperately try to protect her daughter from the grips of a fiendish flesh-eating monster named Aguirre. It was not very good. A lot of everybody who came out looking at it just were not a fan of it, so I would skip Little Bites, unfortunately. VHS Beyond, that came out today. I got to make time to see it. I didn't get a chance to see it at Fantastic Fest. I like the VHS series, and well, this one is an anthology series. If you haven't seen the VHS franchise, you're kind of missing out. It's not always amazing, but I think it's always worth watching because there's at least one or two shorts that really stick out. So that's always what I look forward to. It's a movie you can put on as you're carving a pumpkin and enjoying the Halloween season. So that's definitely one to check out. Platform 2. Oh, that came out today? Dang, Netflix dropped 2 horror movies today. Okay, Platform 2. I don't know how many of you guys remember the first Platform. I recommend it to you. I remember it came out in 2019. It was a wild movie, but I really liked it. Basically, it's about this prison where for like 30 days, okay, it's so hard to describe. I don't know how I'm going to describe this. Okay, it's a prison that's like built long ways, and every 30 days, you are randomly placed on a different level of this prison. So after 30 days, you could be at level 1, or you could be on level 70, level 30. The catch is, the higher up you are, the better it is for you, because there is this platform that gets lowered every day, and it starts off with a big pile of food. So if you're level 1, you get first dibs at the food, medicine, all this stuff that is on the table. Yum, yum, yum. If you're level 100 at the bottom, you're not going to be left with anything. You're going to be left with bones, scraps, and you're going to be hard. It's going to be hard for you to survive those 30 days. It's kind of a great movie. So I'm glad they're actually doing it again. I don't think it's like following the same characters and stories. It's just probably same situation with different people. I'm going to be checking it out. Is there anything different? Let me see here. A mysterious figure has managed to establish a new law in the sequel, and we can likely expect things to get ultra-violent and extremely grim. Has anyone seen it yet? I'm already... Okay, the jerker sold you on it. The jerker has done his job. What the heck? But yeah, so that's going on my watch list. The Platform 2, because I like the first movie. So I recommend you watch the first and then dive into this one. And now this movie is actually what I'm going to watch as soon as my live stream is over, because I've also been hearing great things about this. Comes out on Netflix today. It's called What's Inside. Now, let's read the premise of this movie. Let's see. Chaos ensues as a lavish weekend pre-wedding party when an old friend arrives with a mysterious suitcase and proposes a unique party game. The gathering descends into existential nightmare that awakens a long-hidden secret, desires, and grudges. They say go into this movie not knowing much, and I'm not going to spoil anything because I haven't seen the movie and I don't want to spoil it for you, but just to give you a better idea of what the premise is, it said that oh geez, what the heck? It's What's Inside Netflix. It's supposed to be kind of like a horror comedy, so it's going to have some comedic elements to it, but the device that is brought to the house is supposed to be a thing that lets you switch places with your friends. So you all gather together, you hook on this device, and you show up in the body of your friend shows up in your body. It's all fun and games. But what happens when one friend does not want to switch back to their own body? What things do they learn about each other when you're in someone else's mind? What happens when someone else has control of your body and won't give it back? That's kind of the idea they go with, and I heard it's supposed to be really good. So this is going to be the movie I watch after I'm done with my live stream, and it'll be part of my review for the October movies the 2024 horror movies I didn't make reviews on the channel. So I'm recommending this one to you, even though I haven't seen it, just because I've seen a lot of people I trust. Oh, someone said they didn't like it. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I'm still gonna watch it. I heard it was nice, so maybe my friends lied to me. But now, what's it rocking on Rotten Tomatoes right now? Right now, which I know isn't the end all be all, but 79. Oh, 80. That's strong. That's strong. I think that's strong enough. I'm gonna watch it. We'll see if I feel the same way. There's been a lot of time. There's a lot of horror movies that got a lot of praise this year. I was not a big fan of, and that's gonna be one of like the big topics when I do that video. Okay. Crazy House. Okay, what is this? So this came out today. It says here, Crazy House, polarizing Sundance. Let's see. Nick Frost stars as a father who has to man up and save his 90s sitcom family from Russian home invaders. Okay, I like Nick Frost. Where my Shaun of the Dead fans at? Let's see. Crazy House. What's that looking like right now? Oh, Crazy Horse? No. Crazy House movie. I spelled it wrong too. Crazy House movie. My bad. Whoa, that's kind of weird. Oh, it did not get good reviews. Maybe we shouldn't check this one out. But that sounds like a cool premise. It's like if it took place in a 90s sitcom and he has to defend his family. Sadly, it does not look like it lives up to the hype. Then we have a movie called Frankie Frico. Another movie that came out during Fantastic Fest. I didn't get to see it, but it came out from the same director who did The Void and Psycho Gorman, which are very liked films or have a niche following. After calling a late night party host line the promises out of his world fun, uptight yuppie Connor must battle the pint-sized force of evil unleashed through his phone line, led by a maniacal rock and roll goblin. Okay, so it kind of sounds like Beetlejuice, but instead of hiring a guy that's gonna, get rid of the humans in your house, you hired a guy that's gonna throw you a crazy party, but maybe the party's too crazy and you need to fight him back. So that sounds interesting. Could be good, could be bad. Oh man, I don't even know if I should watch this movie, guys. I have not been hearing great things about the Hellboy movie. So this comes out October 8th. I might have to watch it just for the giggles. It's been so sad with this movie because it's supposed to be the most faithful interpretation of Hellboy. Even the creator of Hellboy is like really pushing this movie on people, being like, this is my vision. This is what I want Hellboy to be. And it went from going released in theaters to now straight to VOD. It's no longer getting a theatrical release. Maybe you can find like a limited release in some theaters, but it's no longer coming to theaters. It's going straight to on demand October 8th. And yeah, I heard people were not liking the movie. I heard it was pretty bad. And that's kind of sad if you're a Hellboy fan, man. But we're going to have to keep waiting on that. Kato Lake. This one has what's his name? Dylan O'Brien, and I like me some Dylan, so let's see what this one's about. When an 8-year-old girl is mysteriously vanishes on Kato Lake, a series of past deaths and disappearances begin to link together, forever altering a broken family history. Okay, this one comes out on Max, and like I said, it stars Dylan O'Brien. I like him ever since I saw him in Teen Wolf back in the day on MTV. Hopefully it's good. I haven't seen any reviews or early reactions, but I mean, you can see right there, Dylan O'Brien in the thumbnail. I mean, I'll watch it just for him, and my lady's a big Dylan O'Brien fan, so she'll probably force me to watch it either way. All right, but look so far how many movies we've talked about and how little are going to theaters. Most of these are straight to streaming. Here's another one I'm actually interested in, but I don't think a lot of people are gonna love. It's called Mr. Crockett. It comes out October 11th on Hulu. Okay, it's the premise goes, it stars Elvis Nolasco, a diabolical children's TV show host, and Jerrica Hilton as a mother who will stop at nothing to protect her son, except nostalgia terror in Mr. Crockett, which looks to put a horror twist on a classic childhood entertainment. Basically, the premise for this movie is what if Mr. Rogers and Five Nights at Freddy's had a baby? That's basically it. So like, what if Mr. Rogers came to life and then jumped out of your TV? I heard it was okay. I didn't hear great things about it. It's part of like the Huluween thing, which I kind of love that Hulu does that. But I don't know, just this idea of like a Mr. Rogers that comes out of the TV and starts trying to go after you and your family. And there's also like these animatronics that pop up into the movie. It feels like another slightly weird, Five Nights at Freddy's ripoff. I'm trying to see if I can find the photo from Fantastic Fest. Mr. Crockett, Fantastic. So you can see one of the like animatronics that'll be part of the movie or things. Where is it? This guy. Right there. This is like the little teddy bear kind of thing. Come on, load photo. What the heck you doing? Oh, it's because it's on Instagram. That's why. Great. Oh, there we go. See, that's what it's gonna look like. It's like this giant blue teddy bear with giant teeth and all that. Guys like kind of crazy Five Nights at Freddy's vibes, and that's one of. Oh, dude, that's a crazy look. So I don't know. I'm gonna watch it just for the cheesy factor. I'm not gonna expect anything. In fact, let me see what, since it already came out, there should be reviews for the movie, Mr. Crockett. And let's see, what's it rocking right now? Only 3 reviews, and out of the 3, 2 positive, 1 negative. So some people liked it, some people were happy with it. But just to put it on your radar and whatnot, just to give you an idea. Daddy's Head. Okay, now this is another one. Get your pen and papers out. This one I hear is worth watching and looking out for. So let's see here. So this movie is about let's see. The movie follows a boy and his young recently widowed stepmother who find themselves in fear for their lives after they are visited by a strange and unexplainable creature, something that appears to mimic a horrifying version of the boy's recently deceased father. Based on the image above, the creature might prove to be one of the unnerving designs this Halloween season. Yeah, so it's about a family that lost the dad, and then this creature comes out, and it's their daddy's head. I mean, if you want some daddy's head this Halloween, this is the movie to watch, right? Unfortunate title, but I've actually been hearing unsettling fun things. It's coming to Shudder. You can always expect Shudder to come out with something decent. So, there you go. That'll be something to watch. What's this? 7 Cemeteries, straight to VOD. Let's see the premise. Danny Trejo. Okay, we got Danny Trejo, Mr. Machete. Stars as a recently parolee who gets a Mexican witch to resurrect his old possessee so that they can help save a woman ranch from a ruthless drug lord. Okay, that's a premise. We got Mexican witches, Danny Trejo. Looks like I'm gonna have to watch it just for my culture. Just for my culture. Terrifier 3, October 11th. Definitely check it out. We'll be doing a spoiler review when this comes out. There's already been articles that people walked out of the screening that they just had in the UK. 9 people walked out. The opening does involve a child, so that doesn't surprise me. We'll see how you guys fare when you watch that movie. All You Need Is Blood. What is this? After a strange meteor crash lands in a backyard and turns his deadbeat father into a brain-eating zombie, Bucky and his friends seize the opportunity to create the ultimate horror flick starring his undead dad. That's a premise. I thought it was going to be a zombie movie. Sounds like 2 guys find a zombie and they go, let's make a movie. I guess that's if you want that. I don't know. Smile 2. Just the kind of movie for the jerker. One of the only horror movies being released wide in theaters. And I'm not even that excited for it. Like I want to watch it, but I'm just kind of like, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if it's fun. But dude, can you imagine that as an actor? Just, all right, stick your dirty fingers in my mouth. Smile big, lady. Smile big. But I would say this is like the top horror movie releasing this year. We don't really have like a big horror movie. Oh, I guess Terrifier. Well, no, Terrifier is not going to be as big as some people want it to be. Like it's going to be big for us who like art, but for most people it's going to be Smile 2 this Halloween. Rippy, about a killer kangaroo. This comes out October 18th. I might actually watch that. That actually seems kind of fun. I think that sounds interesting. Another Netflix horror movie. Let's see here. This one has Anna Kendrick in it. Like me some Anna Kendrick. Woman of the Hour. Kendrick stars. Oh, it's her directorial debut. That's awesome. Let's see. Playing an inspiring actress in the 1970s Los Angeles whose life intersects with a serial killer in the midst of a years-long murder spree. Oh, Oh, just from this, it's giving me Late Night with the Devil vibes, but could be more than that. I'm gonna watch it just because it's Anna Kendrick's first directed movie. That's gonna be good. Well, good for her. Hopefully, it turns out to be a good movie though. Uh, Carved. Okay, another one where I'm like, Hulu, I don't know what you done. You came after me in my sleep, but you are making movies I want to watch, even though I know they'll be crap. The trailer came out for this, and I cannot wait. Carved, another Huluween movie, and it's about a pumpkin that kills people. Yeah, you heard me right. A pumpkin that kills people. I think this sounds so fun. See, here's the pumpkin right there, part of their Huluween. It's the exact dumb fun premise movie where I can pop it on, order a pizza, carve a pumpkin, and just look at some schlocky fun. This is the kind of stuff I'm like, fine, this does deserve to go to streaming. It's not going to do great in theaters, but I want to watch this. Who doesn't want to see a pumpkin start going after people and killing them? I want to find like a good moment of the pumpkin. There it is. There's a oh, look at it. Ah, carved. That's actually it's got tentacles. What is this? Some sort of dirty anime? Oh, um, I've seen already people saying, oh, like Pumpkinhead. I don't know if it's like Pumpkinhead because I think it's literally just the pumpkin. I don't think the pumpkin has a body. It literally just is a pumpkin with tentacles. And yeah, see, there it is. Oh, I don't know. To me, that sounds like fun. It's probably going to be crap. In fact, I know it'll be crap, but I don't know. That sounds so entertaining to me. So I'm going to watch that. Then we have a movie called Ghost Game that'll go to VOD. Let's see here. After discovering his girlfriend Laura's involvement in an internet challenge to secretly live alongside unsuspecting residents, Vin persuades her to take him on the next adventure. They target Halton House, a notoriously haunted manor recently purchased by a new family. I have to watch a trailer to see if I'd be into that. Nothing about that screamed exciting to me, but it might be good. Might be good. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know if you see that one. I already like this picture right here. Beasts are coming. Netflix, what are you doing? The jerker is interested in this beast that is coming. All right, let's see what the premise is. This a movie is called Family Pack, October 23rd on Netflix. So it's one of their big October movies. It's a French comedy featuring Family Pack adapts the horror board game. After discovering a mysterious card game, a family is thrust back in time to medieval village where they must fend off dangerous werewolves each night. That could be fun. A family who's playing a board game, they get sucked into medieval times, a beast that's coming. Sounds like a good time to me. I need to see this movie. I know it's in theaters right now, and I haven't had the time to go see it, but Samara Weaving, it's called Azrael. It's a post-apocalyptic movie. There is no dialogue in the film, and it starts right off. Samara Weaving's character is thrown into the forest. There's a group of guys trying to hunt her down, and we're just trying to figure out why. Again, no dialogue, but I hear it's supposed to be kind of a fun movie. It had me at Samara Weaving. I think she's a scream queen, so I want to see it for her, but I haven't been able to go to the theaters to watch it, so I might have to wait October 25th when it's on Shudder. Oh, another one you gotta watch because it has Melissa Barrera. The trailers do seem interesting. I'd say it's more of a horror comedy than a straight-up horror movie. It's a new rendition on Beauty and the Beast. It's about a girl who like breaks up with a guy, and then she looks in her closet, and there's a beast there, and craziness supposed to ensue. I actually heard decent things about the movie, so I want to watch it. It's supposed to be actually pretty funny. So Melissa Barrera, I'm gonna support her. Don't Move, October 25th on Netflix. Another big Netflix movie. See what the premise of this one is. Wherein a grieving woman hoping to find solace deep in an isolated forest encounters strangers who inject her with a paralytic agent. The agent gradually takes over her body. She must run, hide, and fight for her life, but before her entire nervous system shuts down. Ooh, right there. In, baby. I'm putting this on my list. That sounds like a good premise. You throw into a forest, they hit you with an agent. You have a certain amount of time before you lose feeling of this arm. You lose feeling of this arm. You can't run anymore. I like that. It's simple, fast-paced, straight to kind of streaming movie I look forward to. Yeah, it's already smash. Yep, the jerker smash. It gets the jerker smash. I'm gonna watch this one. Don't move. That sounds interesting. I like that premise. And it's produced by Sam Raimi too. Cool. So you know it's got to be good. You know it's got to be good. Time Cut. We just talked about this at the beginning of the live stream. I'm gonna be watching it. I know it's gonna have a lot of comparisons to Totally Killer, but remember, Totally Killer came first. It's again about a movie where a girl had a sister. The sister was murdered years ago, so she time travels back to the year 2003 to stop the murderer. And yes, unfortunately, the killer in this movie. Let me just pull it up again for those who missed it. The killer in this movie unfortunately looks a lot like the killer from Totally Killer, but I need you guys to remember this movie was filmed first, and Totally Killer just seemed to rip them off, man. I will say the trailer didn't look as exciting as I wanted it to be, but I like Michael Kennedy, the writer of this movie. I like it was described as Scream meets Back to the Future, so I'm gonna give it a chance, man. But I just hate that a lot of people are going to call it a ripoff. See here, it says Back to the Future meets Scream. A teenage girl travels back to the early 2000s to stop a vicious killer from murdering her sister. Let's hope it's good. It's a slasher. I'm going to watch it. It's going to Netflix. Why wouldn't you watch it? October 30th. And there we go. That is the ending of the horror movies coming out. Like I said, only like 3 of these are going to theaters, and the rest are going to be streaming. So I'll be curious to know which one you guys think sounds great, and if there's any we missed that we didn't talk about here. Okay. Well, that seems to be it for our main topics. Now we can go into some viewer questions. I know we got some Joker stuff to talk about, but I already see that there's a lot of Joker questions within the chat. So we'll see that. Let me see if there's. I'll check the 3C Reddit before I do some of the super chatty stuff. 3C Reddit. See if there's any good memes there. Okay, let's go to new. This week's unnecessary censorship. What did I say? I know it's not even playing for you guys. What the heck? Just somebody bleeping me, even though I didn't say anything bad. Come on, guys. Where are the memes? This is the. Oh wait. Well, this is actually kind of cool, unless it's AI. No, it looks cool. It looks cool. John. Oh, here. I'll put it. Let me so you can hear the Flickinger talk about me, because I need to. I need to have my ego stroked a little bit. So let me pull that up. Stop screen sharing. Let's share screen. Let's do this. All right. Let's see what the Flickinger has to say about 3C.
It's the nuclear apocalypse. You, Cody, Sean, and Chris are in a bunker. Food has run out. Who's getting cannibalized? Oh, definitely Chris for sure, man. He's the smallest one of the bunch, and he goes first. Plus, I just think if I cooked him and I tenderized him just right and added a little butter, I think it tastes delicious. Let's go to the next question. The next one comes from
Flickinger wants to eat me. He wants to butter me up. And I thought we were friends, Flickinger. Oh, I got to spend 5 days with this guy. 5 days. Oh man, if you guys were a fly on the wall during our time together, I don't think you would like him or me anymore. That that was some of the craziest 5 days just in the Airbnb, because we were at Fantastic Fest, the film festival, and we laughed, we cried, we argued. There was one time I thought he was gonna punch me. That is not a joke. But in the end, we were friends. And I'll always have that time. But now I know he wants to eat me. You can't trust anybody. You can't trust anybody. Oh, dude, I can't wait to get... mark your calendars, guys. October 18th is when they go on sale at your local Regal. Suggest you get there early. I'm going to get there early. I need me the Venomussy. I need the Venomussy. Okay. I might just Sigma. Okay. Hey, we live in a society. Look at that, Chad. Good times, good times, good times. All right, let's go into these questions. Let's go into them, my friends. All right, let's Me and my friends watched Transformers 1 and really enjoyed, and a Joker 2 poster with positive reviews and must go, haha, hilarious. It's always funny to me, because I've been seeing those trailers too where they're like, it's brilliant. Joaquin Phoenix, phenomenal, which he is phenomenal in the movie for its credit. But it's always funny how no matter how bad a movie is, you can always find a good review to put on the posters and the trailers. Never gonna have my name in one of those trailers. Sad times. I meant to say the Joker 2 poster. Oh, no, I got you, Lewis. I got you. Critical thinking from the Jerker. Tom Hardy said Venom 3 will be his last movie appearance as Eddie. Any thoughts? I don't think it'll be his last appearance as Venom. I think it'll be his last movie. His last solo movie, I think, is what he's saying. He's just, I think, saying goodbye to that and playing into that card. It really is seeming likely like they're gonna put Venom in Spider-Man's Tom Holland's Spider-Man 4. And he'd be down for that because that'd be a nice paycheck. And he finally gets to play with Spider-Man, which is what he's been teasing on his Instagram for like 5 years. So I don't think it'll be his last time as Eddie. I think it's just him saying goodbye to the solo movies. Joker 2 is the first film that I left the cinema. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people say the same thing, but even then, not even because they didn't like the movie. They're just going to the cinema. They're sitting down knowing the movie's a musical. And then once the music numbers are hitting, they're seeing people leave the theater. And I'm just like, oh, dude, that kind of shucks. That kind of shucks. Okay. Also, please tell your fans to go support Transformers 1. Go see it. Go see it. I said it was worth buying and adding to your collection at home, which means you need to see it in theaters. Yes. Go see it. Have you seen Megalopolis? I have not, and at this point, I think it's too late. I was busy doing other stuff, and I didn't get around to it. I think eventually I'm going to have to see it. A part of me feels like I do need to see it in theaters, because if I see it at home, I'll probably end up on my phone a lot. So I need to go search it out. But as far as making a video, maybe too late for me. Maybe too late. Did you see the Cap 4 plot leak? I heard about them. I know they're out there. I don't want to read them. I know it's a movie I'm going to watch, and I'm looking forward to it. I want it to be good. But I did see other people reacting to it saying that it's making it look like it might be a bad movie. Hopefully not. Hopefully. Sometimes these plot leaks, they come out. I remember reading the plot leak for No Way Home because I couldn't help it. I was just so that into wanting to see that Spider-Man movie. I can never help it when it comes to Spider-Man and plot leaks. But I remember reading the plot leak that Peter would be the one to set the villains free. It would be his fault Aunt May dies, and he would be spending the majority of the movie trying to fix the villains and help them out. And I remember going, that is a stupid idea for a movie. Why would Peter want to help out the villains and it's his fault? But then you see it in the context of the movie, and it makes sense, and it works well, and it's a good message with Spider-Man. So can't always take the plot leaks for what they are. Sometimes in the context of the movie, they just work out better. I've never done a double feature, so I bought a ticket to Terrifier 2 and 3, and it's supposed to end at like 1 in the morning. Any tips for watching 3? Eat most of your food during Terrifier 2, because 3 gets gnarly and gruesome and nasty, and just have fun with it, man. Just have fun with it. There's things I really liked about it, and there's things I was like, come on now. But we'll talk about that when we do spoilers for the movie. Since your UNC status, can I borrow your VCR for all the Hollow Z VHS? Then after that, borrow your Blockbuster card so I can rent Goosebumps. You laugh. I still have my Blockbuster card, believe it or not. It is in my old wallet, and I cherish that thing. It doesn't have my name on it. It has my father's name on it, but I could have used it back in the day to rent DVDs, and it's a piece of history I miss. I am not UNC status, though. The Jerker is not UNC. 3C platter for the Wendy Krabby Patty. My leg. I'm thinking about it, man. If I can find a way to dress up as Squidward, because I think that would be the best costume. If I can find just like a random nose to put on, be Squidward, and go order the meal, I might do it. No promises, but that could be a fun video to become Chris Platter for the Krabby Patty meal at Wendy's. Are you doing a stream on Halloween this year? I don't know if I'll do a stream. Does it land on Friday? If it does, then definitely. No, it lands on a Thursday. All right, maybe I'll do it, but I don't want to do it too late because I like I was about to say I like trick or treating. Almost freaking 30 years old. I like handing out candy. I think as a homeowner, it's one of my favorite parts of Halloween is opening the door, seeing the kids and what costumes they're in, giving them a big fat stack of candy because I'm not stingy. So I don't know. It depends. I might have to do it early. The Ninja Boy just sends in some support. Thank you. Oh, this super chat came in corrupted. I can't read the words. I don't know what it's saying. I'm just gonna assume Caesar asked that I'm amazing and I'm wonderful. They're not gone forever. Right now it's spooky season. You'll eventually get it. I'll just say that. You'll eventually get it. But right now it's spooky season. Are you copying Sparking Zero? Pfft, am I copying Sparking Zero? I've been watching nothing but Sparking Zero the last couple of days. I am so hyped for that game. I gotta order my Goku costume, man. I don't know how well a stream on Sparking Zero is gonna do on the YouTube channel, but I might have to do it, dude. I'm so excited for that game. Little me who played all the Tenkaichi Budokai games is so excited. Recently saw The Substance, great and wild movie, but sadly didn't see any. I think there were some red light moments in there. I think there was like one or two red lights. That's going to be a movie I talk about in this weekend's video about all the horror movies I miss. Definitely have a lot of interesting things to say about that movie for sure. Are you going to see the Saturday night movie? I actually got to watch it at Fantastic Fest. I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. I do just think I'm missing some context because I'm not a big Saturday night guy, so I don't know a lot about, the show and a lot of the actors that were. I knew like Dan Aykroyd, Chevy Chase, and some other ones in there, but overall, I thought it was a very enjoyable movie, and I think if you're more into the Saturday Night Live stuff, you're really going to like it. So yeah. Marry, Kiss, Kill. Chucky, Freddy, Michael. Oh, do you think this is difficult? This one is easy, baby. Okay, Mary. Oh, dang, no, maybe this is difficult. Okay. This is going to be a tough. Okay, I think I'm going to have to marry Freddy Krueger because if you go back to Dream Warriors, Nightmare on Elm Street 3, there is a scene where Freddy turns into a nurse. And she got them big old tatas. All right, I'm not, you know that scene. You got them big old, and then she starts making out with the teen and all that. Now, granted, starts, biting his tongue and forcing him onto the bed and all that and whatnot. But at least my partner can turn female and we can have some fun. So I'm picking Freddy because he can shapeshift and he can turn into some lovely ladies. So Freddy, I'm marrying. I'm kissing Michael. Because that would be so simple. As long as he's not stabbing me back. And he has a mask. So we don't even have to go lip to lip. I'm just kissing a mask at that point. I think that'll be fine. I'm killing Chucky. Because what am I doing with Chucky in a marriage or in a kiss? Come on now. I'm sorry. That's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to kill Chucky. I do not like this propaganda about it. I've been seeing it brought up more about Freddy Krueger. Look, in the remake, yes, he is, but and I don't like the remake, so I just discard it. But in the OG movies, he's not really. I know they were going to do that, but they removed it from the movie. And in the original series, he's just a kid killer, which is way better than the diddler. So, don't you say that about my Freddy Krueger. My Freddy Krueger, my boy. The real Freddy ain't no pedo. He just slashes and dashes. Now, that remake Freddy, though, we need to lock him up, put him on a list, and don't let him by at school. I don't know why they made that decision for the remake. That was just gross. You should make more vlogs. And where's the merch? Michael and Abby. Yeah, I need to get the merch game down. I just haven't been able to figure that out. I need a good graphic designer and artist. I did meet somebody at Fantastic Fest that is probably good at that, and I need to reach out to them. So I might do that. Live stream DBZ and Shadow Generations gameplay. You know what? I might do a video on the Shadow one because they have a level from Sonic Movie 3 in there. So it's like, yeah, you got to do it, right? I already answered that question. Thank you so much for the double super chat, though. 3C lore on worst restaurant social experience. Oh, dude, y'all are going to hate me for this. Y'all are going to think I'm chums. Okay. Restaurant I'm just gonna say it, all right? Or you could think of it as as me not being real. I still eat it though, so it didn't really work. There is one time I went to La Madeleine, which is a nice restaurant I enjoy. I think it's good. My lady likes it a lot, so we end up going there quite a few times. But there was one time I went to La Madeleine. I ordered the pesto pasta with shrimp. And, you know, I'm just scrounging around, mixing it up my veggies, and there was a dead cockroach, little baby one, in my food. This is where I'm ashamed to admit this. I am not a confrontational person. I do not like to like correct or to bother workers. I'm the person where if they get my order wrong, if they bring me the wrong food, tough luck. That's what I'm eating. I ordered the burger and fries, and they bring me, I don't know, chicken tenders. Guess I'm eating chicken tenders because I just don't like to bug the workers and ruin their day and make them feel bad if they did something wrong. I think their lives are hard enough, maybe. So there was a part of me that when I got that and that happened, I can't believe I literally thought this. I was like, I'll just pick it out and I'll still eat it. I didn't. But that's how bad I am at not wanting to be confrontational. And yes, I should have sued. I know I see you guys bringing it up. I should have sued and won some money and all that kind of stuff. But I had a friend who was actually studying law, and I made the mistake of I brought it up obviously to the manager. I was like, there's a roach in my food. What the hell? They comped my meal, so they replaced it. Well, we didn't even actually end up eating. After that, I didn't want to eat there anymore. Instead, they came over and they gave me some gift cards. They gave me like some $50 gift cards for it, and I just took them because I was like, okay, whatever. My friend who studies law said, "There's your mistake. By accepting those cards, you agreed to that being your compensation for their mistake and all this. So we don't have a legal case. You can't earn any money now because you accepted those gift cards." And I was like, darn it. So there you go. That's what happened. That's it. That's the only thing though. But I'm still bad like that, man. If they get my meal wrong, it's like today. Today I had some Taco Bell and I ordered 2 crunchy tacos. Your boy got 1, and that one crunchy taco also didn't have any lettuce on it. What did I do? I didn't say anything. I ate that lettuceless crunchy taco in pity. Would have been nice to get another one. Would have been nice to have lettuce on it. So there you go, buddy. That's your boy Chris. He a bit of a wimp, okay? I don't like confrontations, all right? My bad. Sue me. I should have sued you, La Madeline. All right, you think Screamboat full trailer with Terrifier 3? That would be smart choice. That might be happening. I think there's no guarantee, but that could be something. I don't know. That'd be smart of them to do. Are you going to, dude? My friend, I promise you, I get to the super chats at the end of every live stream. I feel bad. You sent 3 on the same question. I don't want you to have to not be able to get what you want this week, buddy. It's a good movie. I think you like it. Agatha episode 4. Agatha all peak. I'm not gonna lie to you. As someone who was not interested in Agatha and was like not looking forward to the show, I think Agatha has been a little bit of fun. Not the best Disney Plus show. Not better than The Penguin. I've learned my lesson. Also, I have to say, you guys were right on The Penguin. I rewatched episode 1 and episode 2 was peak. I can't believe I was so fixated on the fact it just didn't look like the Matt Reeves movies. I was kind of dumb for just fixing on that one issue and letting that ruin my experience of The Penguin. I was wrong in that, guys. I'm sorry. Just saying that now. But anyways, I've also been enjoying Agatha. It has a spooky vibe to it. It's been kind of fun to watch around Halloween. It's not as bad as I thought. Like, I'm not gonna say it's amazing, but like I said, it's not as bad as I thought. Not as bad as I thought. I was asked in my film class, what was favorite scene of all time? What was yours? Ooh, if I'm thinking of like favorite movie scene of all time, you know what? You know, because Back to the Future is my favorite movie. I love the scene when towards the end of the movie, the first movie, where the whole movie, you know that like Marty finds out his dad's a wimp. His dad never stood up for himself, never did anything. And it's the scene where George McFly finally stands up to Biff. You know, he's got his arm all that, and he's like, "You're hurting him, Biff. Let him go." And the dad like looks at him and he like clenches his fist, and then he punches Biff out and gets the girl. I love that scene as a kid, man. That's where I was like, "Yeah, get him, George McFly, get him." I don't know. That's what I don't know why. That's like a scene to me that's always stuck to me, that I love that what that's captured and whatnot. I don't know if that's like the best scene of all time, but right away that's what I thought. If I'm thinking about like any other scenes, dude, I don't even know. There's so many. Cinema's filled with so many great. Someone said the Springlock scene. That's pretty recent. Let's see. I'm trying to look at your guys' suggestions. I'm not seeing any standout ones. I'm trying to think like from a comic book movie, like obviously the Endgame scene with Captain America by himself and then the whole army there. That's a great scene. Spider-Man wise, I think what's a good scene from like I'm thinking like something more from the Toby movies. Probably like the chocolate cake scene. I like that. Am I not supposed to have what I want? What I need? I don't know. There's lots of great scenes out there. There's just stuff that I'm just thinking about, but that's something that stuck with me. Let's see here. I did that. How did you first find out about All Hallows Eve? To me, I've always been a horror movie like geek. So like quite regularly every other week, especially around October, I would just search up underrated horror movies, new horror movies coming up. And with that, you'd always see the community talking about new ones. And All Hallows Eve just happened to be the movie everybody was talking about that year. So I put it on, and yeah, the Art the Clown scenes were like really scary to me. And I was like, whoa, this guy should have his own movie. And then years later he did. And by that time I was a YouTuber and I could make videos about it. So it was kind of nice to be one of the first people to know about Art the Clown. And now he's become so mainstream. But that's how I used to find out about every horror movie back in the day. And I would watch a lot of like random, you know, movies that no one ever really heard about. But because to me, it's just like you eventually you just see every mainstream horror movie. You're like, I need more. What else is out there? And you're like, okay, The Collector. I'll watch that series. Oh, what's this? What's that? And stuff like that. Did you hear about the movie? Bro, you really it's a good movie, Ninja Boy. Go watch it, man. It's nice. I promise you, my friend. Somebody get this guy 2 tickets to Saturday night. Thought you were John Wayne Gacy for a sec. Come on now, I ain't that big. I ain't that big. 3C Lore, how many films you walked out of and why? I don't actually walk out of a lot of movies. I feel like, especially now that this is my job, I have a priority to like give the movie a chance and see it through all the way. But there were, honestly, if like I could pick and choose movies I wanted to walk out of, but I decided not to. Matrix Resurrection, unfortunately, was one that was just losing me. Rings, that the remake, not remake, but like that new Ring movie they came out with a couple of years ago, came out like in 2017. I so badly wanted to walk out of that movie. It was so bad. Joker 2 probably would have been one, but because I heard the ending was crazy, I had to power through and sit through that ending to see what it would be about. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Those are it. Madam Web, nah, because that Madam Web was at least fun bad. I was having an enjoyment watching Madam Web. Like that was it, at least entertaining for me. 3C, I'm a big fan. It's my birthday. Been watching 3 years. Whoa, buddy. I can't believe some of you guys have been watching me that long. That's insane. I still feel like I've only been doing this for like 2 years. It's crazy that it's like coming up on 7 or 8 years. A live action Rugrats would basically be Baby Geniuses. Dude, well, I think I need to just review those movies some days. Only it's really bad and it's worser sequel called Super Babies. And they were from director of A Christmas Story. I like those movies are a fever dream. I saw them as a kid once and I just like, I forgot about them. But yeah, Baby Geniuses, a movie about babies and super babies. Oh my God. I still laugh at the Chip and Dale poster where they did Fast and Furious Babies. That was hilarious. I'm curious about Dynamic Duo with its unique animation style, and I feel like it does well. It might become the next animated trend like Spider-Verse. I don't think it would be a trend. I think you would see more movies, a little bit more movies in that style, but I don't think it would become the new look. I'm very interested with the look of what that studio does. It does seem interesting to me. I hope it turns out well, though. Francis sends in some love, and dude, I love that haircut. I need to get that, man. I felt like my barber went a little too high with my fade this time around and made me look like an egghead. Then again, I just do that on my own. Sub or dub? now completely caught up on My Hero Academia, dude. I'm a dub guy, okay? I just can't, man. Dub, after a while, it starts hurting my head reading the dub. But don't think I'm a poser. I watched all of the original Dragon Ball in dub, I mean, in sub. And then I went back and watched it in dub because I wanted to. So sometimes I'll check out sub if I'm dying for it. I think some of the seasons of Dragon Ball Super, I was watching sub because I just wanted that Dragon Ball in my life before they dubbed it. I need to go back and watch the dub, actually. I've only seen it sub, Dragon Ball Super. Did you see the trailer for the movie Better Man? Which one is... Oh, yes, with is that the Robbie Williams thing? Better... Dude, that is crazy what they're doing with those movies. So if you guys don't know, this is a biopic, which I'm American, and apparently us Americans have no idea who frickin' was it Robbie Williams? I've never heard of this dude, but apparently he's like famous worldwide, everywhere except America. But he has a movie coming out. It's a biopic, and the whole movie is told with him as a monkey, using the same technology they do in the Planet of the Apes movies, and there's no explaining it or reason why. It's just that way. That's how crazy and dull biopics have gotten, where we have one with Pharrell Williams in the form of Legos. We have this one where the main character is a monkey. What's going to happen when it's my biopic? Just a guy dressed as the Jerker and just tells the story as that with his roll of dice everywhere? I'm going to make a YouTube channel, say? So, I heard it's actually a good movie, though. It premiered at Fantastic Fest. It was a secret screening. I didn't get in to watch it. But yeah, I have no idea who Robbie Williams is. I really did not know. So, yeah. Caesar origin story. All right. Can you wear a different costume each stream? You know what? Since I started doing it and it's October, I guess so. Top comment of this. You know what? I'll do a community post for what should be my costume for the next live stream. I think most of you guys are gonna pick the Skibbity toilet costume. I have to go out and get it now. Have you seen Regal Venom 3 merch? I think they might have spoiled Antim Venom and the white spider logo for Venom. I have seen it. I don't think it's part of the movie or spoiling Anti-Venom in the film. I just think it's literally random Venom-related merch that they're selling alongside of the film. I do not think Anti-Venom is in the film, and I'd be surprised if they finally put the white logo on Venom. I think now that he's going to be fighting Spider-Man and meeting Nolan and all that stuff, that's when Venom's getting the white logo. So no, I don't think that's a spoiler. I think that's just Venom-related merch that Regal is selling with the movie. Hey, 3C, got a new YouTube horror film coming this month. Woo, keep it up, buddy. I'm jealous. I need to do that myself, man. I need to do that myself. Thorn the Plushie King sends in some love. Thank you, Thorn the Plushie King. Hey, Chris, my channel recently hit 1,000 subscribers. I wanted to say thank you. Channels like yours motivate me to keep making short films. One day make movies. Stay awesome, Chris. Well, you know, the rule is if you're a fan of mine and you become a famous movie director, you have to put me in the movie, please. It's law. Once you subscribe, you agree to that term. So I hope you make it, Elaine Productions, and congratulations, man. Good job on the hard work. What about Jeffrey for Super Mario, or Jeffy for Super Mario Bros. 2? Who the heck is Jeffy? Jeffy? Oh, dude, you got me again with these guys. I don't know who Jeffy is. It's so funny. I go to the mall and they're selling plushies of that guy at the mall, and I'm like, dang, he must be really big with them kids on YouTube. IDK, if you're a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, Yu-Gi-Oh! It's time to duel. I used to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! And I had Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, and yeah, I'm like completely forgotten on the lore though, but looked back and watched the original series and thought about how much lore it has and how it would be a good concept for a movie. Any updates on the Pokemon live action? Just waiting on Netflix. They have a show and they're supposed to be working on a movie, but it's been so silent. I'm afraid it's going to be kind of like the Power Rangers thing that Netflix was working on for a while, and then one day they just dropped it. But I think it's still happening. I just don't know why they haven't updated on. But yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Live action, I'd see that, man, because I was a big Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan as a kid, but maybe it would be fun to go back and rewatch that series. Thoughts on a Call of Duty movie? The campaigns are always some of the best in gaming and would look amazing on the big screen as an action franchise. Yeah, I wouldn't be against it. I just feel like it would end up just feeling like a regular war movie, right? Because I'm set in modern day. You would have to like really do something that would make it interesting. Do a Warzone movie, that'd be fun. Just like a battle royale of Call of Duty. I don't know. Joker 2 won't get a Happy Meal for toys anytime soon. Oh, yeah, ain't getting no Happy Meal toys. Ain't getting no Happy. We didn't even get a Funker Pop. Come on now. Have you seen The Color Out of Space starring Nicolas Cage? Def a good movie for a spooky season. Color Out of Space. Oh, I've heard of it. I don't think I have seen. Is that the one like he's all purple in the poster? Yeah. I need to watch it. I have not seen that movie. I see it does have good reviews. I need to see it. Anything Nicolas Cage, you know I'm in for it. 3C, you think we might get to see Black Cat in Spider-Man 4? I wish. If it was a grounded street-level story, we probably were. And it should have been Sydney Sweeney. It would have been awesome to see Sydney Sweeney as that. But unfortunately, Sony likes to fumble and play with the multiverse. So that's what we're getting. I don't think we're seeing her in Spider-Man 4, though. Hey, Chris, guess what? I just dropped 5 pounds last week. I was 220, and I'm so happy. I spoke to a friend's dad and told me that with discipline and perseverance, I would accomplish my goals. Hey, I'm happy for you. And me too, buddy. I was 220 pounds a month ago, and now your boy's sitting at a cool 213. So it's slowly coming off, but I'm not being that great at being disciplined, I'll tell you that. I need to discipline myself more. Matthew Lillard and Josh Hutcherson comments make me more hyped for FNAF 2. Oh, I don't blame you, man. Those are some really good comments, and it's exciting stuff for sure. You Flickinger Sean, I watch a lot. Fans since Chucky remake. Do you live in Prosper area? I swear, that looks like my home depot. Believe it or not, I will say yes. That is the Prosper Home Depot. You are on the money. Maybe you'll see me there. I hang around there, my friend. I hang around there. If they were to make another Nightmare on Elm Street, who would you want to play as Freddy? And also, you should watch From. I've been getting a lot of suggestions about that show, From. It's supposed to be very horror-centric, so yes, I want to see it. I want to check it out. You guys have convinced me. Enough of you have told me to see it. Okay. Chi-Chi, King Piccolo, Fullum, Fuller, and DBZ sparking. Fullum is always one I don't remember. Fullum. Who's that? Fullum, DBZ. Oh, no way. Are you guys... Is he actually in the game, or is it just a joke? That's like one of the bad guys from Dragon Ball Evolution. No way he's really in the game. But is Chi-Chi not already in the game? King Piccolo and the rest of them sound good. Add Naruto while you're at it, just for fun. No. Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Sandman, Lizard, Electro, Vulture, Rhino, Scorpion, Big Wheel, and Venom. Who should win? Rhino can be micro hybrid. You pick, Chris. Out of all those, who do I think wins the battle? Yeah, part of me wants to say Green Goblin because of how slick he is, man. He's got the strength of like Spider-Man, right? So he can do it there, and he's got the brains, and he's maniacal. He's crazy. If not, I'm going with Electro. He just fry them all. Oh no, Venom would. You know what? Venom. I just completely forgot Venom was in there. I mean, he's basically the hero route now, right? Just eat them all, Venom. Joker 2 felt like the big FU to the first one. Yep, I don't know why they decided to do that. Just a big FU to everybody. Man, such a shame. But, oh well, it's art. Both Transformers TF and Alvin came out the same year, 07, 09, 11. Oh, that's a nice coincidence. What does it mean? The world may never know. The child actor in Salem's Lot who is playing Danny Gilks is Nicholas Covey, who is the twin brother of Cameron Crowe, who plays Ryan Butcher's Homelander's son. Oh, it's the twins? I didn't know that. Well, that's good to know. Thank you for that. That's actually something worth knowing. I didn't know that. Thank you for that information. Just found out Mickey Mousetrap is on Peacock. Yeah, I have to watch it now. I'm glad I don't have to pay for it. I could just get on Peacock and watch Mickey's Mousetrap. Hidden gem horror movie recommendations. Ooh, The Collector is one. The Creep movies, for sure. Those two are really good. I'm trying to think. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna definitely recommend, and I'm already giving it away. It's a new one that came out. It's not like blow your mind amazing, but it's a Tubi original, and already there you're like, a Tubi original? What the heck you talking about, Chris? But I saw it and I was like, whoa, for a Tubi original, it was actually good. It's called Low Lifes. Like I said, it's on Tubi, so it's free. You just got to download the Tubi app, and you just have to deal with watching ads every like 15 minutes in the movie. But like I said, it's completely free. You just go on Tubi and watch it. This was for Tubi original. It was great. So I'm gonna just say this for 2024. This is like the underrated gem of the year. I'll talk about it more in my horror video though. All right. Any scary movie ever got you nightmare phobia? Oh, as a kid, all of them, like Nightmare on Elm Street, Chucky. Let's see. There was I bet if I went back and watched it, it wouldn't scare me. But as a kid, there was this one Tooth Fairy movie where it was literally about like a tooth fairy that would come at night and kill you. And I remember that scaring the crap out of me. The movie Dead Silence scared me as a kid. I was like easily scared. But then when you find out movies are fake and that they're not real, it's hard to be scared of movies now. The joy is gone in your heart. Let's see here. I'm still afraid of the dark from time to time. I still do that thing where I turn off the light and I have to run to my bed, and that's when I know I'm safe. I still do that. Yes. Have you seen Fright Night? It was the 2011 one. It was my favorite horror movie. It has Colin Farrell as the villain. It's a remake from a horror classic. I have not, but I've always heard that was one of the better horror remakes. So I do definitely need to put it on my list because I have heard good things about it before. Joker 2 was insufferable, baffling, and insulting thing I've ever seen. I'm sorry, Reed. I know, buddy. I'm sorry you had to go through with that, Reed. I'm sorry, bud. Isaac Galvin sends in $1.99. Appreciate that, Isaac. I will say this. We definitely need Joker 3. I don't think we don't need it. Yes, you're right. We don't need Joker 3. Let's just let this universe die. A lot of us will just pretend the first movie is the only movie that happened, and in 10 years, we'll remember that the second movie is a masterpiece. I guarantee you that's going to happen, man. Whatever happened to the Warhammer show with Cavill? It's still in the works. I don't think it's completely canceled. I do remember hearing some things about like behind the scenes stuff, but I don't think it's completely canceled yet, but it might be on the verge. I remember hearing some shaky things about it. Give us a dice roll. The Jerker is here. Will you live or die? Let's find out. I'm the Jerker because I roll dice to your fate. Any updates on Michael Jackson biopic? What are your top 3 Halloween costumes you've dressed up as, and what do you plan on being this year? Love the videos. No updates on Michael Jackson. I guarantee you we're gonna get like a trailer around Christmas. I don't know why, but Christmas just seems like the time for them to release a trailer for a biopic, and it does come out next year. And I am looking forward to it. I was a big Michael Jackson fan as a kid, and I still rock his music from time to time. As far as top 3 Halloween costumes, always Freddy Krueger. I love putting on that sweater, the glove, and I had a really nice mask as a kid that I got from Party City. I was so proud of it. So always loved dressing up as Freddy Krueger. And from there, I was always basic. I liked going as Ghostface. It was always a lot of fun for me. I never had the thing where like my parents handmade me a costume. They always bought me the costume, which was nice. I did dress up as Robin one year. That was fun. I don't know. It's so funny. I don't remember a lot of my costumes. I remember the candy. Because I went like for Freddy Krueger like 3 years in a row. Oh my God. Mousetrap starts with Star Wars tech scroll. I'm definitely in for a ride. Still going to review it? You have ideas for months and videos? Yeah. I'm definitely reviewing that along with a couple of other things that should be fun. So yeah, keep on the lookout for Mousetrap. And that's good to know that it starts that way, man. Does art kill a preteen or a child under 10? Under 10, buddy. Under 10. He does not discriminate on age, I'll tell you that. Flickinger wants to eat you, and not in a good way. Oh, me and Flickinger, buddy. I got to talk to that man after this stream. Let's see here. Hey, Chris, doing horror movie franchise watch along for October. I'm currently watching Friday the 13th on part 4 right now. I really do like the first 4 movies, but I'll tell you, is that one New Beginning? That's not New Beginning, right? Friday the 13th. I'm trying to remember what part 4 is. I think 5 is New Beginning, right? Part 4 is that where he fights? That's just like one of the random ones, right? Part 5 is finally when it starts getting campy. Right? Because he like gets let's see, part 5. Yeah, to me, I'm more of a part 5 and onward kind of Friday the 13th guy. I know people don't like New Beginning, but I thought it was like an interesting twist and something different. That's definitely one of those movies, like I said, at the time, fans hated it and was it's so funny now because you can kind of compare it to the way Joker 2 ends in a way, right? There's something there about it with Friday the 13th part 5 having a similar kind of message, right? But I like part 5, and I'm not a big fan right now of Joker 2, but maybe in 10 years, I'll like the way Joker 2 handled things, just kind of like I like part 5 doing something different. But yeah, enjoy, man. One day we're going to talk about the Friday 13th series, but I'm going to do it when they make a new movie. 3C, Halloween lore? I don't have any Halloween lore. My parents were pretty great about always taking me trick-or-treat, and I never like really went out by myself with friends. I will just say the last time I trick-or-treated was when I was a freshman in high school, which I think is too old to be trick-or-treating. But I never had anything crazy happen, never found any razor blades in my candy, and never had any bad situations happen to me. It's always been pretty good, and my dad was always great about driving us to all the neighborhoods and getting as much candy, and they were the kind of parents that let me have all the candy. They didn't keep it in their room and was like, you can have one piece a day. So it's good Halloween time. Good Halloween. This is why I love it. Don't know how you don't like the first Joker movie. It was amazing, and my how they portrayed him differently. It just sucks they ruined it in the sequel. It's not that I don't like it. I appreciate it. I see why people enjoy it. I guess to me, I wanted the mastermind comic book Joker, but like now with the perspective of the second movie, I like Joker 1 a lot more now. And you know, it's commentary on mental illness and the way it's perceived in society. I do enjoy. So, heck, if anything, part 2 made me appreciate part 1 a lot more. I will say that, but I wouldn't say I didn't like it. I just wasn't in love with it like a lot of people. You know, a lot of people call that first movie a masterpiece. I'm not there to say that, but I do like it. Have you seen The Grotesque on FX? No. Is that the one with that football player? You know, Taylor Swift's boyfriend? Are you the real Joker? Or am I the real Joker? Or are we the Joker? Or was that a big joke? The Jerker likes that one. Roll the dice and determine your fate. You get to live for now. Abomination versus Deadpool 2 Juggernaut. Who you got? I'm thinking Deadpool 2 Juggernaut. That Juggernaut was pretty crazy and bloody, and Abomination is now rehabilitated and good. He's a pacifist now, I think, so that Juggernaut's beating him. What are your thoughts on the new Nosferatu trailer? I'm into it. I'm excited. I can't wait. You know, I'm not a big fan of the Lighthouse, but I did really like the Northman, so I'm hoping I love Nosferatu. Nosferatu. Actually, the reason I left because the patty cake. Yeah, see, the patty cake. I totally agree. I'm with you. Yes, the patty cake. Hey, 3C, today is my birthday. I have an ongoing joke with my brother-in-law about you. Are you able to say to him, Chris, I glz Edmer and say, this is so Sigma? I glaze Edmer. This is so Sigma. I hope I said what you needed me to. Hey, Chris, Freddy vs. Jason review. Also, have you seen Better Men? Biopic trailer looks amazing. Caesar is finally not typecast. Yeah, so crazy that they did that for a biopic. I can't wait to see what other crazy things they do for upcoming ones. Freddy vs. Jason review. One day, baby. One day. One day. But I do enjoy that movie. I'll say that. I like it. 3C, still hope we get some Godzilla stuff soon. I know, man. It'd be great to get more Godzilla in our lives. I'm kind of want more on the Godzilla -1 side than the MonsterVerse, but I'm still digging what the MonsterVerse stuff is doing right now, but I'm sure soon we'll get something. Have you seen Poppy Playtime 4 teaser? No. I still need to play Poppy Playtime 1. I'm looking forward to Poppy Playtime the movie, because that idea of a toy factory and, you know, things coming to life, that just sounds like fun to me. So I can't wait for the movie more. Will you collaborate on my channel? Well, Micah's Film Reviews depends on what you want to do. If you just want to interview me, I'm going to have to pass. If you want something fun to do, I think about it. A buddy of mine asked if they can replace Robert Englund as Freddy. I read rumors that Devon Sawa was in talks to play him, but what do you think? There is no rumors that Devon Sawa is going to play him. There was just a Freddy Krueger fan account that posted a picture of Devon Sawa and Freddy and said, "Hear me out," or something like that. But he is not in talks to play him. It's just a fan saying, wouldn't he be a good choice? And I like Devon Sawa. I do not think he'd be a great choice for a Freddy. I'd want someone a little bit more, I don't know, exuberant or crazy to play him. Maybe an unknown. Like a Robert Pattinson would probably go crazy as Robert Englund. Y'all think I'm lying, but Robert Pattinson just dives into the role all on his own. I think Robert Pattinson would probably do great as Freddy. But yeah, I also saw the interview where Robert Englund was saying he's done as Freddy. He's like, he doesn't have any more in him. He's too old, and he would rather have a cameo role in a new movie. And sucks, man, because that guy is my Freddy. But we do need a new Freddy one day. Ace Ventura or The Mask? Ooh, I love Ace Ventura. I might have to go The Mask. I just like The Mask a little bit more, up more of my alley. Maybe that will be my costume for the next live stream. I'll just put on all green makeup and be The Mask. Somebody stop me. The Mask. Look at discussing film. Oh, dude, I just saw that and I didn't even bring it up. I did see that. Sam Raimi is rumored to be returning for Doctor Strange 3. This is coming from Jeff Snyder, who is reliable, but I think Jeff Snyder is also kind of a joke. I'm down. And it'll be better this time around because Sam Raimi will actually get to be part of the making process. Where last time around, the movie was already half-baked. They knew what it wanted, and Sam Raimi just came in and only put in some of his ideas. So now this time that Sam Raimi can put him there from the beginning, it'll be much better. So I'm happy about that. Hey, Chris, have you seen Superman documentary by Christopher Reeves? It's really good. Highly recommend. I haven't had time to see it yet, but I do want to see it, and I have heard good things. Let's send some support. Thank you, Ivy on pause. How you doing, brother? Just checking up. How's life? Life is good, man. We in October. I'll be honest, right now my neck is like bothering me from looking one way, so I'm gonna switch to this side. But other than that, life is good, my friend. Life is good. I can't wait to watch that Netflix movie after the stream. Let's see here. Graphic designer here, hit me up. I'll never leave you hanging like when you forgot to add me on Letterboxd. JK. Oh man, did I forget to add you on Letterboxd, man? Here, buddy, I'll do it right now. You guys follow me on Letterboxd. I'm on 3C Films there, and I need to do a Letterboxd catch up. There's like 20 movies I have not added back on, but Metro Boomin wants some more. Just mashing together all the Metro Boomin songs. I know. All right, there we go. I'll hit you up, my friend. I'll hit you up. My favorite movie scene gotta be when Morbius said it's Morbin time and morbed all over the place. The amount of times I've read that comment, buddy. It's time we get some new jokes, Morbin people. It's time we get some new jokes. Dice roll 3C. Oh, the Joker's dice rolling. Also, dog lore. Well, I'll show you this. My dog did not like me as... Well, here, I'll just give it to you in HD, so I'll pop it up on the screen. Noah did not like me in my Joker makeup. He was very disappointed. Let me see if I can pull up the exact photo. He was not happy with me as the Junkler. What the heck? Let's see. Let me pop it up. Jesus, what the heck? Did I just upload my image to Google? This usually works. What the hell, man? Let me try one more time, guys. Okay. I'm gonna do one more. Okay. All this hype for such a mid photo. Let me just put it up on another one. Share screen. I'll do a window. There we go. Noah was not a fan of me in my makeup. I love that dog so much. It's gonna break my heart when he passes away, man. Oh, he's so funny though. He got so mad. He does not like it when I put on costumes. He gets so angry. But there you go. No, no Renaissance painting. You can have that as your wallpaper. You can keep it around town. Now you know. All right then. Have you read any DC Black label? Let me see. Let's DC Black. What are some things? Is that the Earth comics? Like Earth 1? Like are those that one or no? No, I don't think I have. I need to. I need to see that. Give me some good recommendations on that. That's not the universe where it's Batman Earth 1 and Superman Earth 1, wherever that's called. Year 1 or something like that? No, I haven't, my friend. I'm slacking on my comic book reading game. I feel like we should be besties because you complete me. If I ever get to meet you, tacos are on me and jarritos on you. Oh, I'm down for that, buddy. Some tacos sound real good right about now because I didn't get enough tacos earlier. Mr. Redfire Legend sends in some support. Thank you, Mr. Redfire Legend. Love 3C videos. Sub to him. Oh, he's a great man. I'm sorry I had to get rid of him and shoot him. What is the best teaser you watched, but the movie was bad for me? Honestly, Joker 2. You're telling me the trailers for Joker 2 were not phenomenal? Those, dude, I remember the internet went crazy for the trailers for Joker 2. That scene where like Harley paints the smile and then he smiles through the glass, or just a lot of those breathtaking shots and dancing moments and the swell of the music. Yo, the trailers for Joker 2 made it seem like it was going to be peak. And then we got the Joker. Oh, he's got his dice. What's the fate? Don't cancel me. Did you miss my super chat? First time ever. Oh no, what was the super chat, my friend? I'm looking. Oh, no, I said, no, I did it. I glaze Edmar. This is so Sigma. I said it, my friend. I do not miss a super chat. Any news on the DCU other than that animated Robin movie? Not really. And you know, it's so funny because James Gunn is completely avoiding talking about Joker 2. But then again, it wasn't made by him. But even he also didn't make Joker. And he was like pushing that movie. Shazam 2, he would push that movie. Blue Beetle, he would push that movie. Joker 2, he's like, yeah, I'm stepping away from this one. So, yeah, but nothing yet. I'm sure we'll get some. I wouldn't be surprised if we get some big DC news like come Monday, just so we can move past Joker 2, because you know he wants to get past that. Hello from El Paso. I enjoy watching your videos. Hey, Chris, what's your favorite horror movie? My favorite movie is the Halloween movie from 1978. That's so funny. I was literally watching that movie last night because it was on TV, and I was doing some more Halloween decorations. I love that movie. And then they were about to play Halloween 2, which is my favorite Halloween sequel. And I was like, oh, I want to stay and watch it. But then the commercial breaks and the censoring of it. I should just pop in my 4K of it right now. But my favorite horror movie would be Nightmare on Elm Street 3. I just like the vibes and Freddy Krueger in that one. Dream Warriors. The first Scream movie, I like a lot. I mean, so many horror movies I enjoy. It's hard to pick, but those are always like my go-to. I know it's so basic, but you know, that's me, baby. That's me. Your boy basic. The One Piece is real. Have you had to make alive? That One Piece is real. If you had to make alive, yeah, it is. Of course, yes, we all know. Will you be watching? Of course, I'm going to be watching Markiplier's Iron Lung movie when it comes out. It looks really interesting from the trailers, although they're not showing much of the movie. But I want to see what Markiplier as a creator can do as a director, because I have dreams of that, and he's a creator. He's doing it. He's living it. So I need to take my inspiration. Hello, favorite YouTuber. The Bane and Deathstroke movie could be a secret Legion of Doom movie. You're also an inspiration for my channel. Oh, I appreciate that. A Legion of Doom movie could be cool. I wouldn't mind that, seeing them all together Justice League style, but you know, obviously for the evil side. I wouldn't mind. Wouldn't mind. What is your favorite Mexican dish of all time? Ooh, buddy. I really like pupusas. Pupusas are so good. I like chilaquiles. For my people who don't know what any of that is, let me go ahead. There's the photo of Nolan. I'll just share. For my people who don't know, I like pupusas. So pupusas. I don't think that's how you spell it. Which is basically like a tortilla that is a soft kind of tortilla. I don't need a tortilla dough that is soft with inside filled with cheese, bean. Sometimes it could be chicken, it could be steak, it could be all this. The good pupusas are good. Order them if you haven't. Then I like in the mornings chilaquiles. Ooh, baby, some chilaquiles are delicious. All that like this with the egg on top, queso fresco, some sour cream, all that. Yep, chilaquiles. And then my last choice, dude, who does it? A torta. I like me a torta, and I'm not just talking about the sandwich either. You know what I'm saying? That's the jerker side of me. It came out. Torta, one of my favorite sandwiches, bro. If I wasn't born Mexican, I'd be looking like Dwayne the Rock Johnson. It's because I'm Mexican and all our fatty fried food, man, that I look like this. But there you go. Let's see here. You've never heard of Burdito. Don't tell Bernice. Oh yeah, I haven't. Unfortunately, I haven't. Bro, a torta lover. The tortas. What were we doing? Okay. Don't know if you remember what I said last time I was here, but I just want to say thank you, man. You have no idea. You saved my life at one point. Oh, it's always nice when you guys say that. I've gotten messages like that before that help you get through tough times or things are rough. And don't think I'm immune to that. Your boy lays in bed staring at the ceiling, sometimes going, I am tired. I feel sad. I don't want anyone to see me. My channel's failing. I'm irrelevant. Oh, someone's going to pay. Oh, dude. Well, sometimes it gets to me too, my friends. But we all push through. We find comfort in loved ones. We find things that make us happy. And I'm glad I could be one of those things for you, my friend. All right. Oh, there's the tortas again. My bad. All right. Red storyline Ghost Rider X Wolverine Weapons of Vengeance. Lots of Evil Dead demonic imagery. Def need a rated R horror adaptation. Please, Halloween. Oh, dude. Ghost Rider Wolverine Weapons of Vengeance. That sounds interesting. I hope when they make a Ghost Rider movie, it has more horror inspiration because that would be a lot of fun, man. That would be a lot of fun if they do that. I still kind of have a soft spot for the Nicolas Cage ones. I feel like it'll be great for Marvel next year. Oh, it's gonna be a nice year for Marvel. They got the Fantastic Four, Captain America, and there was a Thunderbolts. Hopefully those movies turn out good. This year has been kind of I can't even think of what the best comic book movie this year is so far. It could seriously end up being Venom 3. What's the best comic book movie that came out this year? I can't even think. If you guys know. I am Steve. I'll see what you guys say in a sec. All right. IDK Joker 2 was really good. Different. Hey, I appreciate that. It's different. I do got to applaud that. I'm glad it's not. Oh, my dumbass. Yes, you're right. Deadpool and Wolverine. I completely forgot about that. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Deadpool, you're right. That is the best. There, I was just drawing a blank. But as far as you were saying, it's different. You're right. It could have been something formulaic or easy or like simple. They were trying something different, but different doesn't always mean good. But at least it was something different. You're right. Hey, Chris, when you were a young lad, was there ever a movie, commercial, or TV show that creeped you out or traumatized you, excluding horror? As a TV show, it was anytime they did like claymation in a commercial, that would always be creepy because the eyes would always be stoic. There isn't one that's coming to mind, but I know they've done it before. Yeah, I can't think of one off the top of my head, but I know anytime they would use like claymation and stuff, that would always creep me out. Where is the Peeps movie? We do need a Peeps movie. Hello, my movie peeps. Any ideas for a DC or Marvel horror movie? DC, the horror movie should be, what do we do, like a solo Scarecrow movie? That would be awesome. Just seeing him put the fear toxin. He could kind of be like the Freddy Krueger of Gotham and just mess with people. That could be kind of fun. I'm trying to think of like other DC characters that are in the horror sphere. I don't know about like Deadman. Marvel, like I was saying, Ghost Rider would be pretty cool. Blade needs to be in the horror field, right? But I'd be down, man. We need to go into that horror vibe. How expensive do you think the next Avengers film would be? Oh, it is going to be expensive, especially with how much they're paying Robert Downey Jr. Those movies going to cost a lot. And, you know, I can't believe Joker cost $200 million. That movie did not. It looked beautiful and it was well shot. But I'm like, where did that money go for the locations and places it took place, you know? I'm taking Todd pocketed a lot of that, you know? Make it clap. I know what you really wanted. I ain't clapping for you. Chris, you got to play Silent Hill 2 remake for a spooky season. The reviews have been amazing. Oh, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. I might just have to take you up on that, my friend. I might just have to take you up on that. You should be Doug Heffern. Y'all favor each other. Just kidding. Oh my goodness. Who is Doug? Let's see. Heffern. Mr. King of Queens, huh? Mr. Kevin James. He was the president in Pixels. Yes. Didn't he die in that movie? Hey, 3C, it's my 24th birthday. Big fan. Was thinking about getting a PlayStation Portal. Is it worth it? No, it is not worth getting. My PlayStation Portal is unfortunately collecting dust. It's mainly the whole Wi-Fi issue. That I know I have fast, good working Wi-Fi, but sometimes that lag is a little annoying. I think it's because I'm trying to use it to play Fortnite, which is not the way you should be using games that have a little internet lag like that. I should be using it to play more platforming games, like probably Astrobot on the Portal would be good. So I need to pick it back up and give it, but it's been nothing but collecting dust for me, so I don't know if it's worth it, my friend. I'm 18 and still going trick-or-treating. Hey, all power to you. Share me some candy. I like the colored Tootsie Rolls. Those were always my favorite. Lime Tootsie Roll, orange Tootsie Roll, strawberry Tootsie Roll. The vanilla Tootsie Roll's underrated. The blue one? The Junkler has spoken. Ethan Bell says, Joker 2 makes Halloween Ends look like a masterpiece. I literally was thinking about that. Like, Joker 2 is the Halloween Ends of this year. Like, it's just there to piss off the fans. Just walked out of The Wild Robot. Masterpiece. I can agree. If you have not seen The Wild Robot or Transformers 1, Wild Robot, so amazing. It's one of my favorite movies of the year. I agree. You gonna play Silent Hill 2? You're also taking me to Japan. Whoa, but I'm taking you to Japan now? I want to go to Japan. I hear it's awesome there. But Silent Hill 2? I guess I have to take a look in it. Some of y'all recommending it to me, man. Hey, Chris, excited for Terrifier 3. Do you think it's going to be the scariest movie of 2024? No. But it's definitely going to be the goriest and most, like, mind-numbingly violent movie. Yes. Have you heard Joker 2 didn't get test screens? I saw that. They probably just didn't want that ending to get leaked because that's a big spoiler, you know, of what happens to Joker and all that. William Dafoe as Freddy Krueger. Thoughts? Just a little old, but Willem is a great actor. Back in his day, he probably could have done it. He's got a great charisma and energy to him. So yeah, I would have liked that. Do you ever watch Monster House, the animated one? Yeah, that's Uvula. Oh, so it's a girl house. And the part where kid eats his taco too, then runs away. I like Monster House. Bro, who missed my super chat? We didn't miss it. You asked about the movie Peeps. No movie Peeps movie. No, my friend. I ain't missed no super chat, buddy. It is you who had to make a live action Sorry. Oh, a live action One Piece? I would not be good at it because I am not very well versed in One Piece. I think about a live action Dragon Ball. I would love to try and tackle that because there's so much mythos, you know, story, lore, characters. It'd be so awesome to try and nail that in a way that would make fans happy, but it'd be really hard. There's no way you could honestly do it, but I like to think about it as a brain teaser. You need to watch I've seen the VHS movies. I enjoy them. I like them. They're quite fun. I like anthology horror. I can't wait to see VHS Beyond. Did you see the new Dr. Oh, dude, have I seen the new Dr. Squash ad? It's been playing on repeat in my bathroom. The Jerker is quite active with the new Dr. Squash ads. If you don't know what he's talking about, let me just pull up. Dr. Squash. I'm not even spelling the woman's name right. Sydney Sweeney is now the spokesman for Dr. And, you know, I actually do use that deodorant. It's the only deodorant that doesn't make my armpits itch. I've used Degree. I've used other ones. After a couple of hours, my armpits start to get really itchy and get rashy. I know it's not fun to hear, but Dr. Squash did not do that to me, and I think it's the magic of Sydney Sweeney. She has blessed it. Thank you, Sydney. I quite appreciate you. Now that kind of famous, now that you're now that you're kind of famous, does anyone from your high school or college like hit you up, or is there any 3C lore about running into people? Yeah, I've had like groups of friends hit me up and be like, "Oh, we like what you do. It's fun. It's nice seeing you." None of the ladies from my high school have done it, so turns out I'm just a loser there. But yeah, like a lot of the people I talk to, and they're like, "Oh, that's so awesome." I talk about movies too, and it seems like they want me to let them peep into my channel and all them. Like, oh, hold up, buddy. This is a solo zone only. But yeah, it's been kind of nice. And my friends and I joke around like maybe I'm like the most successful out of my high school class, which not to brag. I'm so humble, guys. I'm very humble, but it's crazy to think that. And it's also just kind of embarrassing sometimes with the things I post. Like I'm literally a guy in a clown makeup right now, almost 30, and there's some high school people seeing me and they're going, "That's what he does with his time?" Interesting. But yeah, nothing crazy though where I've ran into anybody. I will say this. There is this story. Okay, I'll give you this 3C lore. Right before the channel was fully taking off and I still had to work a part-time job to pay the bills, where it was like half YouTube was paying the bills and then the other half was this other job I was working. There was a job I was working where I was a Red Bull stalker. So I was working for Red Bull, and I would go to gas stations, Walmarts, Home Depots, grocery stores, and I would, take Red Bull and put them in the shelves, in the coolers, and I would just keep it stocked for Red Bull. That was my job. Probably how my energy drink addiction started too. And anyways, one time I was in a gas station, and it was like one of those, we had to like restock for the Red Bulls, and I was there working, and who walks in but my high school bully? Yeah, I had a high school bully, all right? And I knew him well. I almost got in a fight with that guy. He wanted to beat me up, and I had to run the opposite way from school that day, man. But he was one of the guys I hated the most from high school because he was just always mean and rude to me and made me upset and sad. Yeah, okay. We all had bullies. I'm being vulnerable and honest with you, okay? And the guy I think is doing fine for himself. He saw me, and well, the funny thing is he wasn't mean to me when he saw me. I think he pitied me, seeing that this is what I came to in my life, is I was just a grocery store type of worker stocking the Red Bulls at a Quick Trip, and he's probably thinking, I was right to bully that kid. What a loser. But that was just 1 year before I finally took off and became YouTube famous. But I think about that, man. That bully just saw me there, and he thought that's what I amounted to. And he just thinks of me as like, yeah, I saw that guy. He works at a gas station. What a loser. And I'm like, no. I am now the jerker. I roll my dice and get rid of you, bully. It's my origin story. It really was. The 3C Joker makeup coming off now. All right, so there you go. There's a little bit of 3C lore that actually happened. I think about that. I was like, man, if it was just one more year, I could have ran into him at that gas station and be like, oh, I'm kind of famous now and rich, Well, not that rich, but I got money. Let them know it's a cardinal sin to eat pupusas with a fork. And also, oh, shit. I eat my pupusas with a fork. Don't kill me, man. I don't want to get my hands all greasy and nasty. I cut it up. I eat it with a fork. Oh, man. Is it really a sin to eat it with a fork? I never heard this. No one told me that lore. Also, fellow torta lover here. Not just a sandwich. Hey. Tortas need love too, right? Someone's got to do it. Someone's got to do it. All right. Would you play Until Dawn Remaster? I want to, but I've actually been hearing a lot of bad things about the remaster. That it's very glitchy. It's not like even being faithful to the original game. Like they cut out some stuff and remove some things. It has a new ending. A lot of people not fans of the new Until Dawn Remaster. So I have to look into it, see if they fix that. Slay Spooky Queen. Slay. Chris, do you ever think about playing Krang Android from... Do you think about playing the Krang Android from the... Well, thanks for that. That was really nice of you to say. The Krang Android. The big old guy. This dude, thanks. I see. Even when you get a little bit of fame, the bullying continues, guys. The bullying continues. No, I've never thought about it, Slay Spooky Queen, but I appreciate the suggestion. Went to the Wild Robot twice the first week. Loved it both times. W's in the chat. I loved it. I loved it too, man. I loved it too. Do you think Scream 7 could take place before Scream 5? It would explain why the Carpenter sisters didn't appear and why Dewey does. It would be cool. Like, there is such a huge time gap, and you're telling me in that time there wasn't another crazy, like, incident of something happening or someone trying to go after Sydney? I guess we would have heard about it, but still, it would have been, you know, cool to see, but oh well. I think more they just bring Dewey in flashbacks or something like that. Yeah. Who's going to win? Sonic 3, Craven, or Lion King? Okay, being honest, I think it might be Lion King. Even though I'd want it to be Sonic, Lion King, then Craven. That's the order I'm going to hopefully go with. What's your most embarrassing public situation? Most embarrassing public situation? I'm trying to think. You know, I've always been a silly, goofy guy. I don't think I've really had like that many like embarrassing situations in public. I guess like what I just described, where I was like literally working at a gas station and my high school bully comes in and is just like being nice to me through pity. Probably that. But other than that, there's never really been. Okay, there was this one time, but it was, I don't know how big. I was trying to go through the drive-through of like, I think it was like a Caesar's Pizza. This Caesar's Pizza had a drive-through. Yes, that's how bad it's gotten in my life. Don't judge me. But I was going through the drive-through of the Caesar's Pizza, and I hit a, it was closed, but I didn't pay attention, and I hit an orange cone, and I dragged that orange cone for like 2 miles. And there were other cars driving by me going, "You got something? There's a cone there." And I'm just like, yeah, I know. And I'm just dragging that orange cone until it fell out. I don't think I should be allowed to have a license. Oh, what's your, Chris, you're the GOAT. Your Junkler drip peak. Thank you. I quite appreciate that. All right. Please review Neil Breen films. What's Neil Breen? I've never heard of Neil Breen. Neil Breen films. What the heck? Who is this? I don't know who Neil Breen is. Have a cult following for their low budget production values, acting, writing, and editing. I have never heard of these movies, my friend. But okay, they definitely they definitely seem like something. I appreciate that. I want to thank everybody for being here on the live stream. I think it was a wonderful time. It was good being the Junkler. Let's get a good look at me in the Junkler clothes. Roll the dice, buddy. Roll the dice and see if you can kiss. Oh. The dice says yes. Thank you for being here. I'll